What's up? Welcome to another episode of Westside Tyler. Click, 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 live with me, your host, Westside Tyler Bell, host, writer, creator of the long-running horror and dark fiction podcast, Westside Fairy Tales, returning shortly, sometime soon, I hope, as I slowly but surely finish up Project Bathroom. Yes. We're back today after a delay today and yesterday caused by issues. The Skaven are getting me. The Skaven came back and attacked. They actually ate the coax cable this time. So as you see, you can't quite see, but if I have can I get that close enough? No. I had to run the coaxial cable through my door because the place where it was running through the wall was where the fucking rats were trying to come into the house, and they ate it down to the copper core. I think they may have been electrocuting themselves with it, and that was the hot smell I smelled a couple times because they just liked some spicy chews, okay? Rats these days just be bisexual, eat hot cable, and lie. Do you know what I mean? But folks, we got a good show coming up for you today. Hopefully I'm like slightly darker than usual. I was on a boat this weekend. I actually did go on vacation. I just don't want to announce it fully because I was afraid somebody would break into my house and steal my chairs. All right. But we got a good show coming up for you today. We're going to be watching some fucking... I'm going to be catching up on this Thor pirate software drama, watching a card posting video. I forgot to tag everybody I'm supposed to tag, but maybe I'll catch up on it later. Checking out some card posting videos on pirate software Thor. I've also seen the harmful opinion videos on him, and I still don't get 100%. I don't understand the drama 100%. Other than the guy's a cunt. I know games Stop Killing Games is bad or good, and his relationship to it is bad. I find Thor to be as equally cringy as everybody else online, and then like I don't know. So hopefully card posting can catch me up here because harmful opinions is too calm. His voice is too soothing sometimes. He's got a little bit of a light autistic way of delivering. I can't quite do it. Harmful opinions. He's all the way down here. But of course that's what you're going to do. This is just another harmful opinion. Right? He's just out there, he's rambling, looking like fucking Mr. Freeze, and then I get to the end of it and I'm like, wait, what the fuck was he talking about? I missed out on it completely, so hopefully Card Post, some other Anglo can catch me up at some point. We're also going to be talking about JJ McCullough, who I don't think I've ever heard of. I watched a few of his videos in preparation for watching a video I didn't watch where he's going to come out in favor of AI, and I could see why he would be in favor of AI. We're going to be watching that video, and we might be getting to Archcast, the Norwegian rolling... I can't say that. I almost said a slur. He's well regarded. The guy sounds like a fucking maroon. So we're going to be getting to all that and more. Doritos, the fresh maker. I got a new camera. I'm going to be taking some video. Planning on trying to do some like videos here more often. I might have mentioned this. As I wind down being constantly inundated with construction projects, which has been my existence for 9 months now. And like we've got a bunch of construction projects yet to go, but like most of the ones that come after this are not going to be 4 to or actually more like 16 to 40 additional hours of work per week to get done. As I get into these, those projects kind of like wrapped up, I'm going to be making more videos. So I got a new camera because my old one was it was a really good camera. It was just so fucking old. It can't do internet. It also wasn't a video camera. It was a fucking DSLR, but I got a video camera. I got a Blackmagic. I'm going to be out there making some videos and stuff soon, based on some shit, and that's going to be fun. So I'm going to do that more. I'm going to stream maybe less, and some of my streams might be a little bit more lazy streams. I might be doing lazier, video gamier type streams, okay, and trying to keep the educational content trimmed down and in videos. So that might be something that's coming up. It's also Tyler saying he's going to do something. So who knows? It might be a year or two before that actually takes hold. JJ McCullough is usually on the Horseshoe Theory podcast, so I'm mildly aware. Horseshoe Theory is already a strong suggestion. The guy probably has dog shit fucking political opinions. Tyler, heard you were something. God damn it, this is always, it never shows everything. Asmongold got me good. He did. Somebody said, where the fuck did that go? What? Erie Rangers. Kind of wild how Pirate Software was being pushed so hard by the algorithm for a while, and now I'm back to never seeing his short form content anywhere. I thought his short form content was okay. In a world where most of the fucking short form content I get served by YouTube is other people. I've seen the same 15 clips of that fucking Marco Polo show on repeat. Hold on a second. I want to see, somebody asked me about a job I had, but I can't find the fucking thing. But he just had a good delivery. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, so I didn't care. But he was like, you know what my, do you know what I do is, you know what my password is? It's this picture. And it's like Bobby, like, oh, okay, that's cool. You're a fucking loser. I am, I'm from the 90s in such a powerful, that I started off thinking of fucking tech people as losers. With all due respect to my IT professionals out there, many of whom are paying my bills by donating and stuff. But they're losers, right? You're nerds. You're fucking geek fucks, okay? And that's how I always thought of y'all. And then fucking people like Steve Jobs, like, oh, he's got a lot of money. I was like, he's a fucking loser dork. Steve Jobs looks like a guy, he's a living Q-tip. And you guys are fucking popular right now only because you're coming up with tech that no one's had before, so you're being tolerated, even though the fact that you're a fucking weirdo nerd fuck loser, right? You're a tech guy, whatever. Get fucking wedgie, dork. Well, I'm gonna show you. And for a little while, y'all lived in the sunlight. You know, you were like, hey, I'm fucking, yeah, I do this and fucking ones and zeros and shit. Everyone's like, oh, that's neat. Make my phone smaller. But the phones got as small as they could get, and so they started making it bigger, and now those are getting bigger and smaller. And then there's no new shit. There has been no new tech shit that I give a fuck about. So I'm like, oh, we figured out how to put gold inside of silver and silver inside of gold. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. Does it make the porn arrive faster and in higher fidelity? No, then I'm sorry, fucking goober. You no longer are cool. But I made a car and it runs on batteries instead of gas. I don't give a fuck. We already had that. And I don't even own one. So I don't give a shit. So I already started off with fucking tech people are losers. With all due respect. You just fucking nerds, all right? You don't know how to talk to people normally. When you get a good thing in your life, you fucking wear it all the way out. You know what I mean? Like, I got to have sex with a hot girl. Look, everybody, I had sex with a hot girl. And it's like, yeah, dude, you did that based on the fact that you're so cool. And not the fact that that's a prostitute that you paid to suck your dick, all right? And now it's waning. So when I see tech people talk about tech shit, and nerd out about it or do nerd I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so I don't care about the veracity of it. And I also don't give a fuck that you're good at it because it's not my hobby. It's your hobby that you get paid to do. You know what I have what I did is, you know what my password looks like? It's this picture. Like, oh, that's fucking neat, all right? I'm not going to do that shit because that's fucking lame. Hey man, can you log me into your Netflix? Oh, hold on, let me get my picture of Bobby. I gotta search through my King of the Hill memes on my folder. Okay, whatever, dude. You know what you should do is all this music is use this music and blah blah. If you want to start a business, start a business. Like yeah. Okay, cool. And like, I didn't know who the fuck this pirate. Fuck it. Pirate Software is a guy on the internet. We're getting right into it. Okay, I'm gonna forget that. I can't even remember what the fuck I was looking for. Pirate Software is a guy on the internet, and yeah, he's a fucking nerd, man. That's what it is. And nerds got taken way too seriously for way too fucking long, and you're wearing out your welcome. Let me just tell you this right now. This is for all tech people. You fucking losers are wearing out your welcome. Okay, no more pretending you do jujitsu. No more fucking riding your little fucking skateboards and trying to connect with people. You're getting put back in your fucking troll holes, and it's time. It's time that you get the reckoning, okay? Because now you're starting to become irritating. And that's what it is. Understand, Thor fucking Goranson, whatever the fuck this guy's name is, Jason, apparently Jason, Pirate Software. His name's Google Plox Clop King or some shit. He's a furry. He's fucking gay. All that shit. Like, of course he's a gay fucking furry. He's into tech. Of course. Like, people are like, did you know that Pirate Software is a homosexual who sucks dicks while dressed as a fucking Epcot mascot or a Disney mascot? Like, yeah, of course. He worked for Blizzard. Like, what the fuck? I figure, like, they ask you that. Like, how many fur cons have you gone to? Like, oh, I just want to talk about all of these data systems that I know how to do. And they're like, yeah, okay, that's cool. Everyone knows how to do that. You can learn, it takes you 5 fucking seconds. It's not hard to do the simplistic fucking baby math that we use to make video games, all right? We're not rocket scientists. We're designing video games on systems that somebody already built. Like, we're literally just copy pasting entire giant chunks of shit. Have you been to FurCon and would you cover up a sex crime? And then you go, yes. Okay, you can work at Blizzard. That's it. That's all. That's the difficulty. Be like, man, it's so hard to work at Blizzard. Well, are you a woman? Yeah. Okay, well, then you don't get to work there. What, women don't get... No, because you're a girl. So they don't want you there because you're a girl. Like, oh, just sexist? Yes. But what about if I'm like, like the wrong shade of white? Nope. Well, maybe you can work in one of the shitty places, but you don't get to be in charge of nothing. Oh, okay. So what? What do I have to do to work at a fucking major video game company? Be white. Or Japanese, if you're in fucking Japan, and then don't be a girl, and cover up sex crimes, and also be interested in dressing up in animal costumes, like a fuzzy version of the fucking place that Alex Jones broke in the one time where Hillary Clinton puts on an owl mask and blows fucking Mitch McConnell or whatever the fuck, the Bohemian Grove. All right, and then you're in. That's all it takes. You just gotta be a sex criminal nerd. That's how you make video games. You know why the video games suck now? All the guys that knew how to make them quit. And then the guy who bought it, they're fucking sex criminals. And their sex criminal children copy paste the other game systems over and over again. And occasionally they fucking get an H-1B visa Indian dude in there. And then they fucking crack cat of nine tails over the back of his neck until he fixes shit. As is American tradition. Slavery. That's how we do it. Slavery and theft. That is what it takes to be in the fucking stuff. Were we not aware of that? That's the case? Did you think that every fucking NBA 2K has been the same for 25 fucking years because, like, people are innovative and good at shit? Like, no, they don't give a fuck. They'll bring on, like, 2 people for 5 seconds. Like, holy fuck, we need 1 animation. We need 1 new animation. Okay, bring the animator in here. Pay them nothing and then sexually assault them. Like, okay, why are we going to do that? We got to put them in their place. Why do you got to do that? Hey, I don't teach you how to fucking flip burgers at Burger King, all right? You don't teach me how to do a sex crime at a AAA publisher. That's what we do here. We fucking assault people sexually. Every day, that's what we do. We wake up, we commit sex crimes, we do no programming, and then we bring in H-1B visa slaves and we whip them in the back of their necks with fucking cat of nine tails until they do the math for us. I thought we were on the same page. Everyone else is like, man, I really respect game developers. Like, really? Todd has been fucking releasing Skyrim for 15 fucking years. There are no game developers anymore. There are copy-paste aficionados. There are actual indie developers, okay? They're everywhere. They're great. They're innovating and shit. You steal from them, and then you copy paste their shit into your shitty game that you released 10 years too late to catch the fucking wave, okay? That's how video games are made these days. There are cool indie video game devs. They're awesome. It's like 12 people in a series of shitty apartments in 4 states, barely able to work together. One of them is in a very toxic polycule, and they somehow managed to make some amazing shit. And you're like, everyone's like, wow, this is the best thing ever. Imagine what they could do with money. And you're like, no, don't. Because then the fucking angel investors get involved, and then they're like, hey, we want to bring on Sex Assault McGee. Who's that? Oh, well, he's led 15 studios to marginally larger profits and full ruination. By doing what? Instituting the number one policy of all AAA game devs. Raping our staff physically, mentally, and spiritually, and then also doing the same thing to our fans, sometimes physically as well. And that is the entirety of AAA games. So if it was like, this guy worked for Blizzard, I'm like immediately in my mind, oh, he's a piece of shit, right? Or Bethesda, I think it's Blizzard, right? That's World of Warcraft. He's a piece of shit. Yeah, okay. And then like, but he says funny things sometimes. So like, I'll let it slide. I can't get rid of everybody who's a piece of shit. And then everyone comes out and they're like, did you know that this fucking guy that makes games is bad at games? I'm like, yeah, of course. How can you be, first off, good at World of Warcraft? That is the most dubious claim I've ever heard in my life. Like, bro, this guy fucking cracks at World of Warcraft. Like, I don't want to see that. You ever seen a fucking World of Warcraft, like, clip? They all look exactly the same. There's a crowd of idiots with fucking names, and then you see, like, 16 particle effects, and then there's some other guy that's on a real camera goes, like, sad. Another guy goes, yeah! And that's it. That's the most unimpressive fucking clip compilations of all time. He's really good at it. Okay. He's making a video game. All right, cool. Is it out? No. Then, all right, whatever. I don't give a shit. And then they're just like, fucking, now we're finding out, like, oh my God, this guy's a piece of shit. He's a bad guy. Like, yeah, he's a fucking Nepo baby from a AAA game company. Like, what did you, are you stunned? You're shocked? Fuckers. Get on the here's the fast track to understand if somebody's a piece of shit or not. Did they work for a AAA game studio? Yes. And were they in the fucking C-suite or related to or connected to anybody in the C-suite? Yes. Okay, they're probably a sex criminal. But what about all these guys that I know of who aren't sex criminals? Not caught yet. All of them. Every single fucking one of them. And then there's like, oh, wait, this guy he came and he talked to our thing, and he seemed like he was pretty cool. Okay, like, what did he do? He was an accountant, but now he owns the entire company because he did weird fucking business shit. And, like, he talked about, like, imagination is you guys are gonna bring in the next series of games. It's on your generation. It's like, well, you're 44 years old. I feel like you've got at least a good 20 years of making things in you if you can make stuff. Oh, I don't do that. I have other people make stuff for me, and then I just steal all their labor, and then sometimes I just destroy what they made and throw it away for no reason without releasing it, because I'm a petty god, and I just sexually assault all the people that I work with all the fucking time. AAA game developer. that's it. So people are like, oh yeah, he's a bad guy. Like, yeah, okay, sure. But like, people are like pissed at Pirate Software, which is nuts. Like, they're fucking furious with them. Like, I don't, because this is like, I think where the breakdown is. I had no hopes for Pirate Software, really. Like, I was like, oh, okay, well, is he gonna be like an all right guy, former person in the AAA dev game, whatever the fuck? He's gonna be an all right guy and like help people make stuff, maybe throw some game jams, that kind of deal. Okay, we'll see it when it happens. But, like, it was nothing going on. I never watched any of his fucking content except for a million YouTube shorts that showed up. You've seen a YouTube short? And they're like, I talked about it. One time I talked about Pirate Software. Was making fun of, don't be a Nazi. You know, talking about fucking Shadiversity. And then it turned out they're both the same guy. And people are like, damn, dude, he was fucking talking to Asmongold and shit. I'm like, yeah, all right, yeah, well, Don't get emotionally invested in people that work for AAA game companies. They're AAA game company employees. They're fucking weirdos. God damn it. You're just describing Bobby Kotick. I don't know who that is. The phone was optimized out of WoW 20 years ago. That's crazy because that's when it was started being sold. I was there on the day. I say this every time we bring up World of Warcraft. I was there working at, what was that place called? Media Play in Cincinnati, which was like a place you buy computer games and books and shit. The day that World of Warcraft came out. And it was exactly like you think. They're like, oh yeah, there's a computer game for like kids coming out today. So like, you know, you have to be like on your best behavior. Like, there's no fucking kids buying this shit. And it was just it was the fucking stankinest ass crowd of fucking schlubby fucking cave trolls you've ever seen in your life, just shuffling in the fuck. I think everybody that bought it on opening day was like in their mid-late 30s. In the 2000s, they all still play now. They're on their 50s and 60s and shit. Like, goddamn. There they go. There they go. Like, there's 3 girls in the entire crowd. They're all like this. Smell of these motherfuckers. Out the door. Some of those guys were catching fire in the parking lot and shit because all that direct sunlight was just interacting with the pallor of them. Just, you start smoking. Pop, 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 pop. Catching fire and shit. Oh, my God. Kotick is the literal CEO of Blizzard. Oh, okay. I don't care. I have no respect. I have no respect for World of Warcraft. I never did, and I never will. Oh my God. Not all of them are sex criminals. Some of them just exploit their employees platonically. Yeah. So like I never got the thing with the with Pirate Software. I was like, okay, whatever. He's gonna support creativity, okay, but then like none of his actual content never really showed up. And by the time I started noticing him, he like everyone's like, wow, Pirate Software is over party. Like, okay, whatever. And then, like, all of the stuff that people were trying to own him on was shit I didn't give a fuck about. But then we finally got to, like, the stop killing games, and I'm like, okay, I sort of get it. I sort of fucking get it, but I still don't get it. I still don't get it. So, we're going to check this out. Cardposting covered it. It's a nice card post length video. 4 minutes, 41 seconds. And God bless him. By the way, you guys should follow Cardposting. He's the guy that's going to kill me one day. Pretty solid content. Extremely intense. Extremely intense eyeballs. All right, let me just hit this thing. What the heck? What the hitty?
Hello there.
Why is that not working? Warning border, drawing tablet. Oh. Okay, I guess I just had to get woken up.
Hello there. My name's Card, and here on my YouTube page, I like to make simple little videos about things that cross my mind. Today, I just want to briefly articulate some thoughts on a topic I've tangentially brushed up against before, but it's something that might need to be restated unabashedly at this point. You should hate Pirate Software. Realistically, if you're ever watching this, you already know who that
is. Oh, God, he's just like my favorite guy. Card, I swear to God, I'm just saying it out of love. If it's and I normally wouldn't extend this to almost anybody, but I will respect the possibility that Card processes his audio intentionally quiet for some reason. And if that's the case, that's the case. But if you ever want me to show you or give you a quick rundown on how to master your audio just a little bit louder, I will do so. I'm gonna pump this volume up a little bit.
Pirate Software.
There we go.
Realistically, if you're ever watching this, you already know who that is. Internet commentator, live streamer, and ostensibly games developer.
Needs no introduction,
Jason
but I'll give it
Thor
one.
Hall. And today, I just wanted to express, for the sake of anyone who might still need to hear it, you shouldn't just merely dislike the man or simply disagree with his opinions. You should hate him and everything he stands for and represents. I don't necessarily...
I can't. I don't have anything to add, but fuck, that is good. I've done this same sort of like kind of like bit before, not to diminish it as a bit or anything. But for me, when I do it, you know, I'm like, no, you shouldn't just dislike this. You should fucking hate him. But like, it's just, it's so.
Want this video to be just a laundry list of everything bad he's ever done. Not just because that would be a very long list, but because that would only be half the point anyway. Sure, you could mention Pirate Software's years and years of self-aggrandizing based off his nepo-hire do-nothing former job, or how he treats literally everyone he publicly interacts with, from his peers to his collaborators to his fans, with absolute condescension and contempt. Or you could mention how most recently he's inserted himself into a consumer rights campaign to just be a fifth columnist wrecker, lie a whole bunch about the movement itself, and refuse to apologize for what he's done. You could mention all that, but I won't, because you shouldn't have to keep track of every single thing someone like this has done. It doesn't need to be your job or my job to maintain a complete record of every single slimy thing someone else has done. All you need to keep in mind is that he's worth hating. You know it, I know it. It's not discrete actions here and there, all being assigned badness points and getting weighed up at the end of the day to see if someone's a good person or not. It's not what he has done and keeps doing, it's just his personality, his motivations, what Pirate Software is at the core of his being. This greedy, lying, antisocial little wretch. People like this are always worth hating. The narcissists, the bloviators, the people who try to lord industry connections from being on the computer all day over you as if that makes them better people. These people who choose to argue against the public interest because of their own short-sighted greed. They're scum. And you're allowed to think it's good when they finally get some semblance of pushback or comeuppance for their actions. There's some people out there in the world who think it's just inherently wrong or regressive or childish to hate people, or to rail against public figures online or whatever. And those people are wrong. Wrong, and just trying to run cover for all the other people in the world who deserve criticism. When do you find someone who, like Pirate Software, deserves all the hate they're getting, and much, much more? Encourage that hate. Feed it. Remind yourself, and others, that it's perfectly okay, good even, to wish all the worst in the world on this guy and people like him.
I don't want to just steal content. Please go give Card's original video some love. I mean, you should be following him so you see this stuff from him before you see it from me. But fuck, this is not a... it's not an informative video, but it is a succinct one. God damn. One of the things I'm looking for over here on the right side of me, someone shared a link to it, and I can't find it in my thing. But like, there's a whole fucking like Pirate Software Wikipedia of his shortcomings, and I can't I can't find it, but somebody had shared it before. If someone wants to share that in the WST live notices or anything, if we could find it, I might be able to locate the fucking thing. But fuck, I was laughing about that the other day. This is good shit. Fucking Card said, "Fuck no." I don't even know. I don't even know how to react to it. I'm dying, man. Addressing Pirate Software's response. Sharing the SKG, still playing games. Harmful opinions. Your advocacy. Sure. Okay. Can't quite find it.
Pirate Software hates you. He has nothing but contempt for anyone he sees as below him, which includes people who watch him, people who don't watch him, all the other creators online who he's lied about or lied to or tried to attack through legal means maliciously and wrongly. And I guess he even hates all the people closest to him too, who he once called friends, given how Pirate Software simply acting shitty during his buddy's game night is what started getting people to take a closer look at what else he gets up to anyway. And if Pirate Software hates everyone, it's only right everyone hates him back. Please do so. Please feel free to sincerely, passionately, unreservedly hate Jason Forhall and people like him. Just keep it in mind. Anyway, goodbye for now, and have a lovely day.
Yeah. Slaps. Good shit from Card. No, I agree with the sentiment in general. And this is a thing from, let's say, leftover from the 2000s and the 2010s, and it's really an issue of the generation that's just slightly older than me. Do I have I cut myself shaving? God damn, this fucking directional lighting. Just really making me feel old. Can I just get some more light in here so I look like a little less shit? This is leftover. I basically talked about this same sort of thing from a different angle before, and it's to stop being polite shit, because you could tell it works, first off, because right wing, and especially like pseudo right wing libertarians, people that want right wing because they don't want to share, adults that don't want to share, right? Adults that think that they're above sharing. They have this thing that they go back to, where it's like, wow, it seems like you really hate this guy. Wow, it seems like you just don't like this person. And understand, I've said this before, it is a healthy emotion to feel that. The Gen X people were way too live and let live with motherfuckers. And that was a whole thing that irritated the shit out of me. Too cool for school. Too cool for getting involved in politics. Caring is lame, all that sort of stuff. But also, being mean to people is like the worst thing that you can do. Don't ever be mean to somebody. And don't tell someone you fucking hate them. Hate them for them. And I think that we need to bring that back. I think that shit, that fake fuck politeness is just there to keep you bottled up. If you hate someone, you should tell them. You should be like, I fucking hate you. You fucking suck. Die. Like, if you died, I would be happy. I think that's an okay thing to say because it's true. If someone's doing something that makes you fucking hate them so bad that you feel like you got to get it off your chest and then you're afraid to do that, stop being afraid to just tell them. Because first off, all the worst people already do that to you. They already do that to you because, they're like, oh, well, fucking, I'm feeling black fatigue. That fucking new racist shit. You're racist. You're racist. Black fatigue is you hate fucking, you're just trying to be a bitch about saying you hate ends. Okay? Just say it. Just let's get back to it. If you're tired, you're saying it, black people are uppity. And you hate them, okay? Those people are like that. You should be like that too. Just tell people you fucking hate them. And it's okay to hate people. It's okay to just like people for no fucking reason. It really just is. Especially if it's an individual. If you just hate like a group of people for no reason, well, you're probably a bigot. But if you hate like a guy, if you're like, this fucking Pirate Software dude, fuck this motherfucker. Everything that he does is like bad. Like, he worked for an evil company. He's a Nepo baby. He's a braggart. He's slovenly, slothful. He's a fucking weirdo pervert. He doesn't want me to have fucking my rights as a gamer. Just hate the guy. It's okay. I think that's fine. It's healthy. If it wasn't something that's a naturally occurring thing to just I fucking hate you, dude. If that wasn't a naturally occurring thing, then maybe there would be a complaint, but it is. Sometimes you just hate a motherfucker. And the best thing to do is really just let it out. Draw a little mean picture about him, piss and moan, yell about him on the internet, and then let it go. Don't let your hate of somebody control your entire fucking life, because someone like me will use it against you in order to fucking line their pockets and have a laugh, as we say. But no, I agree with card posting sentiment entirely. You should hate the guy, and it's okay to. It's okay to say you fucking hate pirate software and fuck him, and I hope he dies. I hope he fails. I hope he fucking stubs his toe. I hope he fucking tries to shit and it gets stuck like Elvis and he dies in ass-induced terror in a fucking toilet in Las Vegas. That's fine. That's also probably a fucking fetish the guy has. He worked for, as I really can't state this enough, fucking, he worked for Blizzard. Like, he, you know what I mean? These people do hate you, too. And I think that's what card posting is kind of leaning into. These owners, these fucking children of moneyed interests, these people that connect themselves to the halls of power and provide nothing aside from getting in between you and it, they fucking hate you, man. Everybody who's against these games initiatives, I'm like mildly familiar with it, but it's an EU thing, so I'm not hyper fixated on it because it's the fucking EU. If you're a European, you should be on it, okay? Don't look to a fucking American to save you at all. But go check it out. Like, but yeah, anybody that's against that shit is just clearly a cunt. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be able to sell something and then not provide it. Do you know what I mean? Here's a game. It's a game where you can play online with your friends, and the online multiplayer is the biggest point of it. But then if not everybody doesn't get it, the online multiplayer goes away. And then also because of the way that like ownership rights act, you get to say that no one else can put it online and like bypass. Yeah, that's stupid. The video games and shit are disappearing. Oh, that's stupid. It's bad. It's a bad thing that it's happening. Understand, if you're on the right wing or even the middle, you're a libertarian, you're for that. All you property rights people that don't even own fucking property, you're for that. And it's okay to hate you. It's okay and it's good to hate you because you're antithetical to the existence of me. Do you know what I mean? Like, your existence is antithetical to me being alive. Hating you is natural. It's like hating a termite or hating mosquitoes. Do you know what I mean? Hating the lion that's preying on your village. It's okay. Because it's hopefully an emotion that's going to motivate you to destroy that thing. And you need to be destroyed. Like, pirate software should be annihilated. Yeah. Pretty much everybody that worked for Blizzard back in the World of Warcraft days should. With all due respect. I mean, if you're like one of the good ones, I mean, you have to tell yourself that you're one of the good ones. It's okay that you die. Do you know what I mean? Like, you guys should be destroyed. You should be annihilated. Your comfort in your way of life and you feeling okay to speak the way that you speak and have the ideas that you have that are antithetical to my existence in public, you shouldn't be comfortable. You should be terrified. Like, oh, this feels like my free speech is getting taken away. No, it's not. You just have to stand on it. Like, gay people holding hands for a long time, and still today, would result in gay people being hit to death with rocks and maybe dragged behind a fucking truck. And they would still hold their hands and shit. And they would not just piss pants online like, oh my God, you're interfering with my First Amendment rights. But you guys are trying to be like, trying to drag the gays. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're for that. You're for stealing people's property or giving them stuff that they don't really own. You're for jacking up prices and robbing markets. You're the toilet paper hoarders. Like, that's what Thor is. If you try, let's just boil it down. He's the guy that hoarded toilet paper and hand sanitizer during COVID and would defend that. He's that guy. He might not argue on behalf of it because it's just such an obviously downhill way, but it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. He's for price gouging, he's for market manipulation, and he's for fucking over the consumer for the benefit of of certain small individuals. That's it. Parasites. And you should hate those people because they're fucking awful. And they will never not be that way if you don't make them another way. Well, understand that too. They're that way because they're comfortable. And that's why they tell you to be polite. That's why the fucking society hands you down rules where you're like, why am I fucking following this? Like, why am I not just going to press pits and being like, yeah, I would like to know, why are you sucking Vladimir Putin's cock and does it taste good? You could do that. You have free will. But these people are infringing your free will because if you don't have it infringed, you'll go and make their lives hell for making your life hell. And you should do that because there's no reason not to. There is no reason not to fuck with them. And there has never been. but like we let ourselves get fucking magoobled into it. Like when there's a fucking speech at a fucking convention and shit, and one of these guys from Blizzard gets up there to talk about like, yeah, hey, the new expansion, be like, you're a fucking rapist. You should just go in there and scream that. You should scream at him from the time he gets out of the fucking truck. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You're gonna get kicked out of the fucking thing? Imagine if everybody does. Boo! Fuck you guys. You like rapists too. You're a rapist. No, that guy got fired. Shut the company down. It sucks. No one gives a fuck about Pandora. You should kill yourself. You're a fucking rapist. Like, just do that. You could just do that. People do it all the time. It fucks up politicians' whole days. Business owners are just politicians these days, all right? They go, they pay money to fucking not have to pay taxes and to steal the shit they already sold to you away from you. They would sell subscription to your toilet paper holder if they could. And like, you say that, like, when you hear somebody's like, well, I don't know, that could be a good idea. Just fucking get that guy. I saw a landlord on TikTok advocating on one of those fucking podcasts that these guys get on that are nobody people podcasts, advocating for the end of gutters. He was saying gutters, like gutters on your house. He was saying gutters are a scam and you shouldn't use gutters. And I don't use gutters on any of my properties. Understand that is the stupidest fuck. That guy should be beaten half to death in the street. Like, for saying it. I sell people homes. I rent people homes without gutters. You should just be so afraid of saying that because people will fucking beat you to death in the street. I would say that to that guy's face. I think that you should be afraid for your life for saying that because it's gutters on your house. Do you not know what gutters do? Gutters catch rainwater and they redirect it in one area away from your house to make sure the house doesn't have the fucking soil around the base of it eroded. Here's what you need to know about gutters. You have to have them if it rains. Does it rain near you? Yeah, because you're not dead, all right? You have to have gutters, all right? That's it. You have to. They are essential. They fuck up the property if you don't have a gutter that works for the people ahead of you. One of the first things I had to do in my house is fucking get the gutter changed out. It costs like $2,000 to get one of the good ones. That's a single run gutter, but it's worth it. And now all the water goes away from the front of my house. So I don't have mud puddles and shit because all the water gets redirected. We do that. It's called stormwater mitigation. Okay, it's stormwater mitigation for the giant flat part of the top of your house. Someone that says we should get rid of gutters should just be beaten. I don't like. That's my I don't know conversation. No, like took him aside like and educate him. You just gotta get your ass kicked. Why? Because you're over 12 and you said why do we need gutters? You should be afraid of saying ignorant shit in public. We need to bring that back. You should be stupid and ignorant people should be terrified of speaking. And like, that's the thing. Like, yeah, bring hate back. Bring meanness and cruelty back because that's, people are like, I don't know what we're going to do about, all these fucking podcast bros with bikes and stuff. And then I show up and I'm like, yeah, call that guy fat. Tell him to kill himself. All the shit you said, I don't know if you understand this, but body positive, if you look to Dworkin and if you read all of these books about, hey, yo, fatty, kill yourself, fat fuck. So I know. It's very effective because it's emotionally charged. Harass evil people. Harass them. Why not? What the fuck? Do you know what would be fucking hilarious? Seeing fucking Tristan Tate get hit in the head with a brick. Why? Because he's a fucking rapist. Like, what the? It's funny to see rapists get hit in the head with bricks. It's like the top 10 uses of bricks. Walls, rapists getting fucking hit in the head with them. Do you know what I mean? Like, but instead you get on a fucking podcast. You get to talk. You get to share your ignorant fucking thoughts. You're just like, hey, have you ever considered the earth is fucking flat? Like, I don't know. Have you ever considered these hands? Pop, 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 pop. Don't say that shit. Kids might be listening. What, you just beat some guy's ass because he was saying the earth is flat? Yeah. But that's not free speech. I don't care. They're convincing kids that the earth is flat. It's a real waste of time. These kids need to focus on getting jobs, okay? They're all lonely. They're in the house, and they're surrounded by guys getting fucking BBL drizzy fucking liposuction titties, eating fucking balls, raw, ball ceviche, and fucking talking about how, like, they shouldn't share. Sharing is bad. And, like, maybe you should sexually assault women and fucking the earth is flat and vaccines are bad. Like, Yeah, just a brick fucking solves that. Like, we had the solution all the way. Actually, no, it is. There is too much free speech. You shouldn't be allowed to say that. Why? What is the good in it? What do I get? You know what I mean? There's got to be a line somewhere. Hey, is that the flat earther? Oh, yeah. What's happening? People are just pelting him with fucking sticks and stones. Like, why are they doing that? He's a flat earther. Why the fuck else? What the fuck else would you do with that? He thinks that the earth is flat. He can't be around people. He's got to go fucking somewhere else. You go sit in a fucking hole in the desert. What about his internet? Now we cut it off. He doesn't get to have that. No pornography, no more Gmail, okay? You live in a fucking pit now, Mr. fucking Flat Earth, until you fucking come to the correct conclusion. We gotta fucking be meaner to people. We really do. Yeah, I'm a video game designer, and I think that you should have to pay out of your ass. And if the video game designer wants to sell you something that's not the thing that you bought, they shouldn't have to do anything about it. We have that. We have every other fucking industry. There's a warranty. He's coming out against warranty. As in, like, hey, surety, guarantees, warranties. Hey, yo, this is guaranteed this will work for 2.5 years. Why? Because that's the average lifespan of this product. If it doesn't work for 2.5 years, send it back, we'll give you a new one. When you guarantee someone that they can play something, you give them a surety, you're committing fucking fraud if you don't live up to it. So what these guys are doing is they're basically saying, like, no, it should be legalized fraud. That's what this stop killing game shit is. All these guys, he's for legalized fraud. You sold me a game, yes. And you sold me a game for $70. Yes. And I bought it on the day it came out, yes. And you told me nothing in the sales pitch that, like, it would go offline within a year and I wouldn't be able to play it anymore, but it's worth $70. Yes. But I need it to work. I have to have these people and then I can't have it? Yes. Okay, you defrauded me. No, if you check the EULA, no, fuck that. No fine print. Fuck that. You know we can do that, right? You can do that. As a consumer, you can say, nah, fuck it. You can scare and get rid of judges that would be like, oh, what the judges, just get rid of them. Just fucking figure out who appoints the judges, get rid of that judge, and get a judge in that they already do that to you. You should just do that back to them. Small local elections, by the way, yes. You could, as a state, you know, if this is the EU thing, you could pass laws that are like, yeah, if you want to sell it in this state, your fucking live service game to be sold in my state, which is like, I don't know, maybe not the biggest state, but Indiana, it has to have a surety of guaranteed online functionality for at least 15 years. And otherwise you can't sell it in the state. And it has to be guaranteed for X amount of return. So if you shut it down, they have to get $30 back. You can do that. But people don't want you to. And these guys want to fuck you because they want to commit fraud. They're bad people. They're bad fucking people. And they should be made afraid of being bad. You should treat them poorly. Being nice, saying nice things is for people that don't violate the social contract. Oh my God. People that are against the social contract, people that don't want to fucking follow it, people that are like, well, I don't understand why I have to pay for something and blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, well, then you're fucking stupid and you should fucking keep your mouth shut. If you're asking questions at the public level about my civics grade, high school civics grade methods of functionality, I don't understand why I should have to pay taxes in a state when I live outside of a city. Well, you're still living in the state, you fucking moron. And the state does a bunch of stuff that you need to make money. I've never seen the state do a thing I need to make money. I don't understand. Well, okay, if you don't understand it, then just shut the fuck up at this point. Because you could understand it. You have access to all the information on Earth. You're just refusing to because you're like a shitheel. You just got to be treated with cruelty. You have to be treated with cruelty and derision for being a piece of shit. Like, oh, is that going to fuck up the conversation? Is that going to drag things down to a bad place? They're already there. You got to get down in the mud, and you got to fuck these people up, all right? Are you going to become Zoran Mamdani tomorrow? Are you going to be AOC? Are you going to be Bernie Sanders? Are you running for high-level office? No? Get down with the workers. Fucking roll your shirt sleeves up and get the fucking big-ass mud clods and start pelting motherfuckers. That's it. We got to bring back tar and feathering. That's what we're doing. This is digital tar and feathering of a social pariah. Good. Based fucking card posting. Yes, he got me fired up. Card. 100%. Hey, all right. Card posting. Every time. Fucking hate these people, dude. Questioning the ability to play a game offline was literally unthinkable 10 years ago. Dude, yes. The online, we can just pass a law and then make them do it. So you're just going to use the government's threat of violence to compel my behavior? Yes. Yeah. But that doesn't seem fair to me. I don't fucking care. Suck a whole dick. Then don't fucking... Oh, I think a lot of game people will pull out of the market. Good, because they've all sucked. It has been at least 15 years since the AAA industry delivered new, good, and reliable games. They all suck. I don't give a fuck. You're not convincing me otherwise. Blops sucks. It hasn't been good since it was a fucking secondary, an offshoot. Call of Duty hasn't been good since Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2. Fucking sports games are the same game re-released every year with a new roster that you pay $70 for an update. It's probably the only thing I could say was acceptable. And then all of the other games are fucking ass. All of the good games on the internet are made by fucking indie devs with 8 people. I don't give a fuck if the AAA game industry dies. I would like it. If you told me Bethesda died, okay, cool. Good. They haven't made a good Fallout game since 3 or Vegas. I mean, so I don't give a shit. Well, I really like 76. You're fucking weird. Okay, you're actually brain poisoned. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't tell people that in public. I don't give a shit if they shut down. They don't make good stuff anymore. It sucks. And when it doesn't suck, they release it, and then it takes them 3 years to actually fucking still finish making the game. Woo. Fuck them. End of segment, I think. I gotta move on, because otherwise I'm just gonna get more fired up. Warframe's been around for 1 billion years, and it's free and it's fun as fuck. I mean, fun is generous when it comes to Warframe, but I know you people love your fucking Warframe. And they are still putting stuff out. Every time somebody sees Warframe, if you see Warframe mentioned anywhere, people are like, wow, it's still online? Yep, still receiving updates, still live. God damn. And even with New Vegas, they only published it. Yes. Vegas was Obsidian. Well, then, there you go. Fallout 3, then. Fucking dog shit, man. No more Gmail is a wild punishment. It probably fucked some of them guys up. Was it Lumberjack Landlord? That dude used to be kind of legit and then suddenly started going on podcasts laughing about, we all know what types of people don't qualify for a house and should rent. Dude, me? Everybody? Dude, my entire fucking generation? I don't even know what you were talking about. This just got sucked. A comment just got sucked up off the top of the stream that was just like, yeah, this guy, I thought they were okay. And then they got 41 charges relative to kids. Like, what the fuck? Who are you even talking about? I hate Lex Friedman. Lex Friedman wears the shittiest possible suits. I don't like Alex Friedland that much either. Adam Friedland. I don't like any of these Friedlands. All right. I don't like this. Let me ask. Can I ask everybody for a favor? Can you people stop telling me that fucking Chapo Trap House was funny? I was born in 1987. I'll say this 10 million more times throughout this. I didn't think anti-comedy was funny when apparently what's his fuck Tim Heidecker and Eric, the other guy, were doing it on Adult Swim fucking 26, 27, 8 years ago, okay? And it's still not good today. It's not funny. It's for people that are like socially maladjusted and like feel bad that they can't tell actual jokes. It is the worst shit ever. This like insincere, like, yeah, I don't know if you know, it's like, it's 10,000 fucking Woody Allens is really what it is. And Woody Allen sucks. Not just because he's not that fucking funny, okay, but also because he's a fucking pedophile. All of you Woody Allen knockoffs who look and act and talk like Woody Allen and sometimes wear his stop telling me they're fucking funny. Stop suggesting their comedy. This shit sucks. I know 90% of it is because they're like accessible and like, I don't know, people who live in New York think that they're going to be on the shows and become famous. You're like, you gotta see Stavros. Stavros is the funniest guy in the history of mankind. It's like, dude, there are other stand-up comics out there. You stop pointing out your fucking celebrity middle act, okay? Your guy that's the third person behind the person that introduces the main guy, and telling me that they're the funniest fucking person you've ever seen, because it makes me disrespect you. All the way to the heart of me. I can't take it. The fucking, like, dude, Adam, have you seen Adam Freeland show? I watched a fucking Hassan Abi watching it, which is just basically I watched it. And Hassan said nothing except for like, like, whatever. I'm not going to search for the actually, you know what? You deserve it. I'm going to steal a view from you. I used fucking Hassan to engage in copyright infringement against Adam Friedland. Crushingly fucking unfunny. Like, it's the most boring fucking podcast ever. He was like, oh, dude, he destroys this guy named Steiny from the Nelk Bros or some shit. I was like, I fucking hate every single person here. Who are these fucking up their own ass fucking, like, coastal Nepo babies taking the piss out of each other? This shit is fucking garbage. Who the fuck likes this? It's so bad. People are like, oh yeah, you should watch the Adam Free. It's he takes down Destiny. I watched it, and it's just like, okay, you know what? I've seen two people with some sort of social developmental disorder sit in the fucking corner of a lunchroom, and like a bunch of people watch them have a weird conversation before about nothing, and like that's what this is. I don't need this. This is dog shit fucking content. This is ass. Who the fuck likes this? What is this? Are you like, is it parasociality? Do you think you're the people? They're your friends? That's fine, I guess. It's still a mental disorder, but like, please, algorithm gods and people, stop telling me that these motherfuckers are talented. First off, talented. Kill me. God, blow my brains out. Talented is a crazy order. Talented is nuts. That's fucking bonkers. Like, this guy does stand-up. Like, to who? It was just fucking his friends, I guess. You know, a bunch of fucking other disaffected, high out of their mind, vape-penned fucking people from Greenwich Village. Like, what are you doing? I'm just heading down to the Greenwich Village cellar. We're going to go down to fucking old GV. Going to go fucking sit in the cellar. Damn. You get done, people are like, wow, did you know that guy's on a big big time podcast host, middle act. Everybody put your hands together for this fucking guy. He gets up there like, damn, that shit sucks. I guess that's what you do if you're in New York, you're a comedian. You either start a unfunny fucking podcast just in time that you can make money off of it and live off that, or you go and you work at a fucking delivery place, and then you have to be the person that slings the fucking flyers. Shout out, you know what, fuck, you people think I don't know about New York. Shout out all my New York City stand-ups, all my openers, my middle act kings and queens, standing out there in fucking Times Square and on fucking whatever the fuck down in Greenwich Village and outside the subway, handing out fucking flyers to your dog shit fucking comedy shows. I've been to at least 2 of them, and I fucking enjoyed at least half the acts. I have nothing but respect for you people. You're fucking out there grinding, you grimy fucking demons, standing around. Hey, I don't know if you know this. Comedy tonight over there on top. Second story over top the fucking Chinese place across from fucking Port Authority. Hey man, come on! You know the third cellar down, not the good one, not the place that's famous. Two doors down in the cellar. You go over there. Come on. If you tell them my name at the thing, I'm on fourth. Hey, can I do some of my act? No, please don't fucking do any of your act, buddy. I'll save it. We'll save it, okay? Dude, if drinks is like it's 2 drinks. It's gonna be like $14 for the show, but the ticket's free. I fucking love you guys. I have nothing but fucking respect for you fucking hog grinding motherfuckers standing outside in that hot ass stank fuck sewage water that is fucking New York City with your little dream and a stack of flyers for shitty fucking comedy shows. God bless you little fucks. God bless you motherfuckers, okay? Getting fucking mistreated by Mark Maron. I know you are. I've talked to Mark Maron. He's a cunt. If Mark Maron tripped in front of me and we had that moment where he's like, oh, is someone going to help or did someone notice? I'd kick dirt in his face. Raw, because he knows he deserves it. If it was the worst day, if I heard him go like, "Oh my God, they're dead," he says, "The worst day of my life," and he tripped and he fell and his like phone skittered up the road. You know, you're walking across from fucking whatever the fuck by Central, whatever the fuck by Central Park. You know, they're the stupid fucking MoMA, all that shit. He falls. He falls. He looks at me. I would kick dirt right in his fucking face, and then I would step on his phone, and I would keep walking. Cause fuck Mark Maron. All right, understand that. It doesn't matter how much you agree with him ever. Fuck Mark Maron. I need you to think that. If you see Mark Maron on the street ever, say, "Hey, Mark Maron, fuck you," because he deserves it. Trust me. Trust me. He'll know. You'll see it in his eyes. He'll go, "Yeah." I don't know what I did, but I know I deserve that. Like, you fucking did. You fucking did. Oh my God. Oh my God. Eventually, Stab got sick of the fat jokes because Nick kept hitting them. If I remember correctly, that he left. Oh, dude, you can't just fucking you can't hit fat jokes constantly, bro. I wouldn't even do it if I was in the room. You got to get something better. If somebody's like Stavos is professionally like a fat guy, right? Like, you can't drop fat jokes on that dude. Because, first, you can't throw up fat jokes near that guy. Because his audience has heard him, first off. You got to get high-tier shit. Like, if you've never seen people make a fat joke that were actually, like, good about Patrice O'Neal, and, like, he would if the fat guy doesn't laugh and he's not hurt, then you're fuck you, all right? You don't deserve it. You got to fucking earn the fat joke, and you can't do but one of them. And it has to be complicated. Fat has to be a period at the end of also a bunch of other funny shit. Do you know what I mean? You can't just fucking lead in. Like, cause people, it's lazy. Don't do lazy jokes, all right? If you're going to be mean to fucking Shadiversity, that's one thing. But like some random fucking guy, especially if you're going to be among comedians and stuff, do a fat joke to a fucking guy that's been fat for like years on video. Like, dude, they've heard it. They fucking heard it. You gotta tell the funniest fucking shit ever, or it's no good. You know what I mean? Put some dirt in your eye. Mark Maron would respect you less if you did help him. Oh, man. Ironic racism isn't in counterculture just because it's by leftists either. Oh, man, that's the one that keeps going around right now. Right? Where it was like, I heard that. Because I was like, I got to check this shit out. What is this? They're saying it's Derek Chauvin. Derek Chauvin, right? Derek Chauvin's the police officer that murdered fucking George Floyd for no fucking reason. And then started off the protests in 2020 that kind of fucking went crazy. And then he went to trial. And then these guys, I think this was Cumtown, maybe it was Cumtown, maybe it was, I can't tell the difference between the two, because literally, I cannot tell the difference between the two. But it was like, they were like talking about him, like, because his name is Chauvin is Chauvin. Like, it's actually Derek Chauvin. And they're like talking about like, they would be in there doing, there was a lot of black voices. There's one funny line in the whole thing. It's like, speak a little Chinese for him, Derek. And that's pretty much it. And then the rest of it was like, you know, you start listening, you're like, is there a single fucking black guy in that? Signing off on this? Do we got like one black guy signing off on any of these jokes? You gotta be the black dude that has to sit in the corner of the room as the racism meter. His fucking, like, you're watching his fucking eyebrows trying to figure out if you're hitting the Goldilocks zone of your racist joke. If the Derek Chauvin, he'd be there with a Jerry curl and stuff. They were saying, like, oh man, ooh. Where are you? I don't know. Not really my whole thing to say if it's racist or not. Don't really care. I will say, I can say it's cringe. Do you know what I mean? Like, because there's just sometimes, it's just a thing, right? Where it's like, you got too many white guys talking about black people in a room with no black people in it. Or with like, I can't hear the black guy in the room. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's like there's no, not like oh, that guy sounds black. Because first off, there's just a bunch of white people trying to sound black in the room. But more like there's one person that knows about black people at all. You know, a Bill Burr, he's got like a black wife. Like, hey, I don't know if we should. Oh no, that's hilarious. Can we get one guy? Yeah, can we get someone to come in here as a ref for this one? Maybe they got some dude in the sound booth. They got some black dude in the sound booth. He's coming in. It's his 2 hours with them. He's got fucking 8 hours because it's like a podcast rental studio. He's got to do fucking engineering for a few guys. They keep telling their jokes, but then they're looking at him. Go watch some eyebrows. Oh, was he upset? Did he laugh? Did the black guy laugh? Thank God. They can't tell. He's not paying attention anymore. He's just looking at the dials. He's got his iPod in. He's like watching some other shit. Oh my God, bro. It makes me nervous. I like talking about black folks because you're part of my fucking life, my cultural fabric, okay? But I do have to, like, there's a separation, you know? Like, I like black culture, I like black people as individuals and as, like, this whole, like, deal. But if you're a white guy, I guess this is me talking to white folks, you gotta know that you're still not black. No matter how cool you've ever felt because a black person said that you're all right or whatever the fuck, you do not become black. So you gotta just imagine, like have the spirit of a few people you've met in your head that would probably be like, that's 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes of talking about black people for today, which is a lot. Sort of in this group of assorted fucking honkies. Fucking different flavors of white powdered donuts. That's 10 minutes is a lot. 15, I think, is how long the bit went. Maybe it was 20. It felt like longer. But like 10 minutes is a lot. And if the deepest you got into black culture while you're telling a joke that is, hey, what if the guy that killed the black guy who was black was Jerry Curls, Al Sharpton, and the fucking O.J. Simpson trial? The amount of whiteness, the amount of fucking awareness. Minor. So, is it racist or not? I don't know. I don't care. Is it cringe? It fucking kicks off my alarm. Like, I would not listen to that bit out loud where anyone could hear me. You know what I mean? How do you explain it away? You're gonna like imagine having that on the radio. Do you know what I mean? You're in the lunchroom or some shit. You just do the thing. You don't have your headphones on. You set it down. Like, I'm gonna listen to my little show. You're sitting in the lunchroom, right? And you kind of sometimes you hear footsteps behind you, like, oh, Derek Chauvin. Yeah, man, I'm gonna put my Jerry curl on. Like, what the fuck? You hear footsteps walking and they stop. Click, click. You can't turn around. Like, that's the moment. You're like, oh, fuck, maybe that's not it. People are like, that's one of the best bits ever. Like, oh, no. That's one of the best bits ever. Like, yeah. And it's just a bunch of white guys, maybe some Jewish white guys from New York City doing Chinese accents and black accents. Fuck. Bro, we just called that a minstrel show back in the day. You guys, what do you call it? Come Town? Fuck. All right, that's dope, man. God damn. Oh man, spicy white boy overstepping again on a podcast. Dude, put it. This is trigger warning, cringe. Card, dude, how dare you? Cardposting just posted 52 minutes ago. Card counting 10,001 to 25,000. This guy's a madman. He's a fucking psychopath. Speak a little Chinese for Derek. Nick Mullen. Come down. Nick Mullen, Stavros Halkias, and Adam Freeland talking about Derek Chauvin. I guess Nick Mullen's a black dude, if I had to guess. Yeah. Cringe warning. It's just a mild amount of cringe warning, okay? Now, this isn't what they made, but this is what the fans made. This is Derek Chauvin, which is he's a white guy that murdered a black dude in cold blood by kneeling on his neck until he fucking died. You probably have heard of him if you're watching Leftist. They just did a little AI to turn him into a black fella with like velour suit and shit, you know? You know, I'm going to tell you right now, probably not how you would want yourself represented, or your comedy represented if you were on that show, but I feel like your fans understood the assignment.
So they got this Derek Chauvin trial coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Who you root? I'm going prosecution on this one.
I think we're all pretty much on the prosecution side.
I'm rooting for the
You
prosecution.
gotta hop in here.
I really.
Have you even met the man?
I don't. I can. This is one of those times where I don't need to meet him.
Derek Chauvin should have hired just like the most fucking like.
The biggest showboat.
Yeah. If he could get like Don
A
King
razzle
as
dazzle.
yeah.
That would be
egregious, outrageous, ridiculous, ludicrous.
That would have been I gotta say, that would have been
To
probably a good
land such an
strategy.
upstanding man as Mr. a Gentleman, Dr. Reverend Derek Chauvin. Here's what I don't want to hear your side of the story. Day one, we're gonna get him ordained. We are going into that courtroom.
His black guy voice sounds like my racist southern white preacher voice. I know he's trying to do Al Sharpton, but he's not. He doesn't have the vinegar for it. He doesn't have the vinegar for it. So he just sounds like I do. That's my like, and then I'll tell you again. Now I know you're a chicken hawk, but you're about a third the size of me. Like that's fucking like Foghorn Leghorn. I don't know, it's not up to me. It's not like oh, kill their careers, set them on fire. But I was just dying, bro. I don't know what the fuck this is, by the way. I guess this is just AI
And he will be a
shit.
man of the frock.
Just an organ playing in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been one way to go.
That would have been better for TV. I don't think this is a TV trial, is it?
I don't know. I think it's O.J. Simpson style.
Why don't they have
Just
big
a
TV
Lifetime
trials
movie that
anymore?
he was on trial for the racist murder of an unarmed black man that the entire world witnessed. And no one could help him except a fucking bum-ass drunk clown of an attorney
And they
that got
fell in love.
that passed the bar by bribing people with detailing jobs.
That would be a beautiful love story. They found
Well,
romance.
not a love story, but he gets him off. He gets him like this case on that.
My client. Could a racist man do this? Go ahead, speak a little Chinese for him, Derek. Go ahead, Derek. Blow these people's mentalities. Go ahead, do the shit off the menu we was practicing out there in the cell. Go ahead, say all the General Sal shit you were saying.
It's just Foghorn Leghorn. I don't know. I don't know what. I guess it's supposed to be. What the fuck? I can't remember what Johnny Cochran sounds like because it's been forever. Johnny Cochran. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. I feel like isn't that his thing? Isn't that like Johnny Cochran's delivery? Da, 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 da. Let's see how close I am. This is from the last time I heard Johnny Cochran talk actually was almost 30 years ago when I was a child.
I was thinking last night.
By the way, this is the guy they're doing a fucking this is the guy they're doing an impression of, right? He's a fucking lawyer like
About this case and their theory and how it didn't make any sense and how it didn't fit and how something is wrong. And
he talks like a fucking normal guy. This is so you can see. By the way, if you're wondering why the ties are like the crazy ties, this is the O.J. Simpson's lawyer during his defense close. So that's why his tie looks like that. So this
occurred to me how they were going to come here and stand up here and tell you how O.J. Simpson was going to disguise himself. Was going to put on a knit cap and some dark clothes, and he was going to get in his white Bronco and this recognizable person and go over.
He's a fucking really, really, really fucking well-spoken lawyer. Probably one of the most successful defense attorneys of all time in America for what he got. Everyone knew O.J. Simpson did it. Black America did, white America. No, everyone knew he did it. But it was really more of a line of like, if it was a white guy, he would get off because the case is flimsy because the fucking investigation was bad. So he should get off because the fucking case is bad. But he is black, so they want to fucking set him on fire. But also he's OJ, so he's also like not black, he's OJ, which is a whole thing. And he got off, right? Which was like, fucking, that's right. Because that's how fucked up racial politics were in the 90s, okay? But this is the guy.
And kill his wife. That's what they want you to believe. That's how silly their argument is. And I said to myself, maybe I can demonstrate this graphically. I'm going to show you something. This is a knit cap. I'm going to put this knit cap on. And you've been seeing me for a year. If I put this knit cap on, who am I? I'm still Johnny Cochran with a knit cap. And if you look at O.J. Simpson over there, and he has a rather large head, O.J. Simpson in a knit cap from 2 blocks away is still O.J. Simpson. It's no disguise. It's no disguise. It makes no sense. It doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
That's the delivery of the line. Even mine's fucked up. If it does not fit, you must acquit. It's very understated, very eloquent, very, very nice. Boom. But of course, this is, I think he gets made fun of in the Chewbacca defense. If it does not fit, you must acquit. That's the whole fucking, that's South Park's version of it, which is probably tainted mine, because understand, I was 9. I was 9, I guess, right? No. 8 years old, September 27th. So this is 10 days after my 8th birthday. The fuck? It's crazy that the reminiscences of a black lawyer defending a black guy, even in a case that's as fucking like stained with malfeasance and personality as the O.J. Simpson trial, turns from this guy.
To me that there was testimony early on that Detective Lang had refused
his nails
basically
are ridiculous on TV. What in the, look at my man is fucking killing
pick up a knit cap inside the Brown residence that was shown to him.
So will we change it to all this stuff?
But in West Los Angeles, with no O.J. Simpson, they know his car. They know him. That's where he lives. Even the prosecutors say he's so famous that he can't go anywhere where he wouldn't be recognized.
So we turned that into...
Go ahead, Derek. Don't be shy. Shit. You kill a motherfucker on camera. You can at very least speak a little Chinese. The greatest lawyer of all time. If you convict this man, I'm going to kill a bitch. I'm going to walk out of here. The first bitch I see, I'm going to beat her ass to death. And that's going to be on you.
Yep.
That would again be a very good
That's a
strategy.
persuasive argument.
Like, here's the thing. It's literally not my place to call anyone in this racist. So I'm not going to do that, right? I can say it's fucking cringe because it is. It is. But here's the thing. If it's that easy to make you look crazy, kind of come off as like crazy minstrel show racist, then maybe you shouldn't do it. I can't go back in time. They're too big. They're very successful. All right. They're very successful. They're too big. They don't give a shit. Okay. Good personal friend of Hassan, Adam Friedland, right? Stavos. They hang out with Hassan. and you know, like I said, I'm white as fuck. I'm probably whiter than all the guys that are on that podcast. Not really my place to say what is and isn't racist, okay? Because if I could say it is, I should be able to say it isn't. I can't do either. I can just say that's cringe and you shouldn't do it. But if you're in a position where playing those two videos next to each other can make you look like you're doing a fucking raw minstrel show. Bruh. I got a stitch in my side to get myself a cramp. Oh my god, Tammy and Boss, that shit is racist as hell. It's pretty fucking racist. The fucking
You're on a motion to say just kidding.
Moved to Central Park and I walked up through the.
If he doesn't go to jail, there's going to be riots. Like,
I think he's probably gonna get off somehow.
They always get off.
okay, I'll leave that one. I'll leave that one. You can watch that whole thing if you want. I wanted to cover that because I thought I was losing my mind. I heard it the other day. It was yesterday. It was yesterday while I was getting all my shit ready to do some tile work. And I heard that and I was just like, I was so, because I don't know what they fucking look like. I know Stavros and Friedland. I know what they look like because I've seen them on their stuff. I have no idea who Nick Mullen is. I probably have seen him. They just don't register in my head. I just wanted to. I was just like, oh, maybe is there a single black person in the room with them right now? Because holy shit. Oh my god. Tyler, you're a white guy from the hood. Cincinnati is no joke. I'm not from the hood remotely. Hood adjacent at best, okay? All the most fucking criminally oriented people I knew were all fucking white as shit. It was a white hood, okay? Fucking white meth dealers and shit. Oh man. Fuck. So y'all have not seen that before. It's crazy. You gotta watch Cumtown. Watch Cumtown. I'm like, okay, I got one thing. I'm like, that's a crazy. Speak a little Chinese for him, Derek. Is a nutso thing to say. That's crazy. This is from Crumtown, bringing the gospel of Mullen to newer, younger, and sexier listeners with the power of AI. New videos every week. Oh god damn. Well, there you go. So it's an AI Cumtown story or AI Cumtown channel. Oh, Indian Sopranos? Oh, that sounds cool. What's that like? This is. I can't. No, stop. I'm gonna fucking copy claim. Shush. What in the fuck? How is this? Oh shit.
Mileage going to the top. And
It's Kamala, right? Or Kamala? Which one? Damn. With black people.
The back of my Tesla.
she brings over the Indian version of a priest, which I guess is an elephant.
Okay, what in the fuck? There's a few of these over here. I don't know. I guess that's the thing. I do voices. I'm a piece of shit too, I guess. But fuck me. What if Anton Chigurh was gay? Korean Jewish Bill Cosby? Nigerian Shark Tank? Oh. Well, come on. Okay, so I'm looking at this is an AI. AI, the AI channel is sort of like, I guess I don't know if some of their best bits is just racism. Look at this shit. Videos: Korean Spider, Korean Jewish Bill Cosby, Woke Sopranos, Indian Star Trek by Nick Mullen. Nick Mullen's Indian Star Trek. Adam's Black Son. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. I just saw it a second ago. This is insanity. Dude, we are discovering this today, by the way. Oh my God. I just saw Nigerian. Where the fuck was that? Is that in videos? Adam's Black Son, Mersham's Woes. Nigerian Shark Tank. Well, there's no way that could be offensive at all. What do you think? Why do you think? I wonder. Oh no. Oh my God, the racist fucking Cumtown AI channel is fucking killing me. I'm gonna die. They said, I guess you got some political opinions, but your racism is chef's kid. Can you do some fucking black sense for me? This. What's gonna happen when I hit play? Look at me. What the fuck?
They think it is an opportunity for business networking. Right. Nigerians think every public event is a business meeting.
Hell yeah, dude. Nigerians fucking love college, too.
Stands for creating ultimate money.
So true.
Yeah.
Creating ultimate money.
Iago, where are you going? Get off my back. I am going to a business meet and greet with the Cumtown podcast.
I would love to hear some.
They are American business entrepreneurs from America.
Listen, if you're a Nigerian entrepreneur, pitch me. Let's do Shark Tank. I'm trying to invest.
Off.
Dude, I would love to lose all of my money investing in weird Nigerian businesses. You have heard of limousines, but what about stretch sandals?
You and all of your friends
can wear the same pair of sandals. And you all walk around together. That way, because it is one pair of sandals, when you get to the sandal store, 3 of your friends can buy normal sandals and wear the normal sandals home, and you maintain the limousine-sized sandals.
That's so good.
To keep for yourself. And this will solve the problem and in case the sandal store is closed, you will wear the limousine sandals back home.
I don't know any Nigerian people. That's all I gotta say is I don't know anybody from Niger. So I can't tell you anything about this. I don't know anything about Nigerian culture. I do know that African people in Africa do be wearing sandals because I've seen it in a show or two. And that's it. And I hope that this is actually just really insightful commentary on Nigerian culture from a fan. Apparently, this is Nick Mullins doing this accent. I hope this is really insightful, like aware, adept. You know, like damn, like this is a real deep knowledge of Nigerians, and not just like Africans do be wearing the sandals. What? What? They're just doing a big man Tyrone impression, who is himself putting on an African accent. Oh god.
Dude, I'm sold on stretch sandals.
Yeah. Coming up, a Nigerian Shark Tank. I want $12 to buy a lemonade. What is your business idea? Did I drink the lemonade? Okay, fine. Yeah, you can have that. I'll give you $6, and then you bring me half the lemonade to drink for me.
And then I get 10% on all your piece from now on.
Yeah.
I get a 10% stake on your piece.
It's Nigerian Shark Tank. I would like to have dinner. They're like,
was it? Have you seen Nigerian cinema? I want to watch a whole Nigerian movie.
Nollywood?
All I see is the clips online, and they look incredible, dude.
No, Ugandan cinema is the best.
Is that Ugandan?
Uh-huh.
The one where it's all like the special effects are all bullshit, and it's that baby and that oh my god clip, which is one of the best
really
clips
good.
of all time.
Yeah, that guy crying.
Nicer than your house.
Interesting.
And what I really want is $12 to go buy a lemonade.
Lemonade in Nigeria is really expensive, man.
You gotta import the lemons, dude. That's not native to
They
Nigeria.
don't got any lemons out there?
No, they're lemon
Where do
starved.
lemons grow?
Is that there? I don't know. Are there lemons in Nigeria? History of lemon farming in Nigeria. After Nigeria gained independence in 1960, there was a renewed focus on ag development, including cultivation of citrus fruits like lemons. Not only. I'm like, that's crazy, because it's like you're getting pretty equatorial for Nigeria, right? I know it's pretty warm there. It's actually a great place for citrus fruits, and lemons are from the Middle East, north of Africa. That's actually like crazy thing to say, that they would be lemon starved in Nigeria, right? Because like Africa, North Africa, Egypt especially, I think, and then like the Mesopotamian, that's like where lemons are fucking from. That's a crazy thing to say. I wonder if they have lemons in Nigeria. The first thing that comes up is like, when Nigeria gained its independence, they were really focused on citrus fruits, especially fucking lemons. I don't know why it's so funny to me. But it's just like, no, fucking Nigeria, they're African, right? They probably don't have shit. They ain't got no fucking lemons. Like, okay. Oh, you're gonna tell me they don't have okra. They're very okra starved. It's like the one thing I know about Nigeria. It's like got okra soup. God. One of these people hangs out with Hassan. At least two of them. Hassan loves Adam Friedland. He's hung out with Stavos. Cumtown cast. I mean, Cumtown cast. Images. Open images in new tab. Look. It's just, some fucking these guys. Just this is one of the most I want to be on fucking SNL photos I've ever seen in my life. God damn it. Oh, but guys, this is Mullen, right? That's Stavos. That's Adam Friedland. Oh, and I guess this has got to be the fucking Nick Mullen guy. I don't know. So this is the guy. It's crazy. I don't know. It's a black and white photo. There are light-skinned black folks, so probably I'm just not picking up on what would be certainly extremely non-white features somewhere in here. Oh god, look, he's got the fucking Woody Allen glasses on. Wasn't I talking shit? These Woody Allen fucking fucks. They got the fucking Woody Allen glasses on. What I do is anti-comedy. my God, bro. So I don't know. You guys didn't know that. I didn't know that either. People, you should watch Cum Town. I'm like, I'm not gonna have a show on my phone that has cum in it. Sorry, not gonna do it. Because you, right? Oh my God, you can't get over that. Like, no, I'm good. The crazy having an AI fan channel that's just hardcore, just like the thing I focused on is the insane amount of like racist voices. This was not a planned segment. I was just shocked when I heard it the other day because I was like, I thought these guys were like, well, funny was like one of the biggest ones, right? And then also like wokies. I thought they were funny wokies, but I guess not. Fuck me, bro. It's objectively bad and racist, and I won't pretend it's good, but it's so stupid it's funny. Okay, it's just like Family Guy. Oh man. Fuck. I don't know. God damn. Well, there you go. Can I show you guys one more video of one guy saying the N-word? I don't know if this is real or not. I've been trying to find out if this is real. We're on the hunt. I think it might be faked AI. I hope it is. But there's... Oh, hey, thank you. That's the fucking pirate software summary that I was asking for. Thank you very much, Impure. I will check that out later. Where was this? So I don't know. I think there's a growing Kiwi Farms is pissed off at Bad Empanada, right? Or just irritated in general by him, but people have been pissed off by him in increasing numbers because of his like prominence during the whole thing. So people are going around sharing shit that they say is from him that's been collected in Kiwi Farms threads and the like. I don't know. You can get mad at me at looking at that shit. I don't care. But there's some like sex pest type stuff. But what are these? People are saying that this is, and by the way, yeah, trigger warning, content warning. I don't know, that's not a trigger warning, but content warning. People that get triggered by this fucking shit are me. Oh, where is that? Come on. This can't be real. I really hope it's not. I need to know. People need to say, Bad Empanada, is this you? Is this you? Because it could be AI. Because you never know these days. But the only way to find out is to run it down, okay? But people have been fucking going after the guy and like looking up old stuff. And this came up. it sounds just like him.
We was once two niggas of the same kind.
Oh no! It's the most believable moment. Oh god. Oh my god. It's probably not real, but I need confirmation from the guy because like we need confirmation. We need 100%. We need 100% surety that this is not because I'm fucking dying every time I hear it. It feels real. It feels so real. It feels the guy that really imagines himself as the dude, you know, as the guy. He's a lefty, right? He's cool, you know, just being like, yeah, I'm going to repeat the lyrics.
We was once two niggas of the same kind.
There's all sorts of other stuff that's coming up. I don't. This is not any remote way confirmation in any way, shape, or form. That would be him. Okay, it could be anybody. It could be a fucking trained up AI voice model or something. I think the original video is from several years ago. But we definitely need some confirmation from the man himself that that's not him. Guys, oh my fucking god. There's a bunch of other stuff that's coming up. I've got to look into all of it. Saying it 50 times over. He would not give anybody else the benefit of the doubt here, by the way. He would run with this. He would be running with this. But there's a bunch of like, he might be a sugar daddy, sugar baby, some sort. He's looking for, maybe he is a paying for sex guy in Buenos Aires. That's the line that people are taking to fuck with Bad Empanada right now. It's fucking hilarious. I don't know if any of it's true. I haven't hunted any of it down. But if that was an AI, it was trained perfectly and it sounded 100% like the guy. If it's not him or an AI, that guy sounds and looks exactly like you, homie. I don't know what to say. Based on those Hearthstone cards, it's 2014. Oh, that's fucking crazy far back. It's allegedly from an account connected to an email that BE holds, but I haven't seen that allegation verified. That's fucking nuts. He said the N-word on camera and immediately took the rat line to Argentina. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. I don't even know what that game is. You guys saying that's Hearthstone, Fartstone? I think it's Hearthstone. I've heard that before. I've never played that game. I was going to start making fun of him for being Nick the Oreo because I thought that was fucking pinball for a second, but it's not. God damn it, dude. Tyler's so boring compared to other people on like, Kiwi Farms. I don't know what the fuck Kiwi Farms would be interested in. Kiwi Farms, if anything, is going to be fucking disappointed in me. Because they probably keep getting juiced up. Everyone's like, this guy is fucking, oh, God, and then they come and they look at like, you guys keep bringing us fucking nothing. Like, what in the fuck? I can tell, too. I can tell every time that somebody tries to fucking burn me up on Kiwi Farms because they always end up watching. No one else is going back and watching the fucking Warkakai video except for Kiwi Farmers. And then they watch it and they're like, fucking hilarious. This guy's a fucking dickhead. Who doesn't like him? Oh, fucking President Sunday. That guy probably is a pedophile. Fuck him. Based. Oh, it's a World of Warcraft card game. Oh, God. George Angelos Canitis would never say this. Oh, fuck me. That's fucking funny. We got absolutely derailed. Oh, shit. Liver King, Archcast, Cardposting, JJ McCullough. Okay, let's switch tacks real quick. I don't know this guy. So I like not well at least. I gotta show you. I looked him up a little bit. Nightwire. Nightwire. Cartoon. Okay. So, JJ McCullough is a guy on the internet. He's about to hit 1 million subscribers. Congrats to him. I don't know this person at all. I feel like I've heard their name, right? I've stopped watching Philip DeFranco almost completely. Not like as a personal slight against him, but just because I have. That's it. But it was only because of Philip DeFranco that I ever heard of, like almost any of these types of people. This guy is like this kind of guy. A true slop tuber from like old school, right? Nowadays, slop tube, right, is like this basically doing live streams like I do, and then doing live stream clips. That's what people consider slop tubing. But like slop tube has been most of what YouTube is for a long time, and this guy seems like a prime slop tuber, which is just like YouTube variety content. And it's actually nuts. If you look at his videos and you go back, he looks like a series of different people. Like the guy is a fucking skinwalker, like nuts. He just keeps changing the whole shape of his body or his head, like over and over. Look, he's trying to look like, he looks like fucking Cardposting for a second. Then he's like Ron Jeremy / fucking Mike from PA. And then all of a sudden he's, I don't know, the guy that you found out said a racism, you know, that used to be a drummer in a band that you kind of liked. And then he's the guy from Stranger Things. And then he's the guy from Stranger Things, but like, you're like, oh wow, he looks like that off of and then like different. It's nuts. It's nuts. How fucking many different, he's a skinwalker. He's a skinwalker. Also, hey, fucking based fucking Strange Aeons there. Based Strange Aeons. Why don't Canadian YouTubers ever talk about Canada? Good question. I don't know. But I don't know about this guy. He seems like he just makes a bunch of fucking, like, this is like old school slop content where it's just like gibberish shit. But maybe not. I don't know. Like random stuff. Maybe it's some like Big 7 sodas. Chinese culture is cool and important. Okay. The no Pope era. I have no idea. But I guess if you like this guy, Balatro. American culture references in Balatro. What the fuck? Oh, that looks like AI right there. A history of the Christian right. How evangelicals became Republicans. Dude, this guy's all over the place. Flavors, Big 7 sodas, foods. This is what I mean. Like, it's kind of throwing stuff at the wall maybe and seeing what you get, but I have no idea. Like, it's kind of crazy that there doesn't seem to be a universal tag. The funniest part about it, I think, is that his character has the same eye as the Nardwuar cartoon. And I don't know if that's important. But it was driving me crazy because I was like, why does that look like Nardwuar to me? And it's like, Nardwuar, 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 the human serviette, who is another Canadian. I don't know. It looked like it's not Nardwuar, but like it also kind of is. Also, he doesn't look like this. Either way, the guy came out with a more moderate take on AI art, which is what our focus is today. I guess I just said all of that stuff to flex that I have no real idea who the guy is, and I don't care. I don't have a personal relationship to him, but he does look like this is the most mid-2010s background for a YouTuber, period. Like once upon a time, this would be all Marvel shit. There's bric-a-brac. Maybe this is all cool stuff. Maybe none of it is. I have no idea. But we're going to see what he has to say.
Hello, friends. My name is JJ. So, as longtime viewers will know, one of this channel's most beloved traditions is the end of
Is this guy fucking French-Canadian? Is that what that accent is?
year videos I put out, where I list all of the things from the previous year that I believe will have a long-lasting impact on American culture. It could be a newly famous person who has crossed the line into becoming an unambiguous celebrity.
Who the fuck is that? Wait, what? This guy talks about American culture as a Canadian? Oh, God. Oh, no. Who the fuck is Olivia Rodrigo?
Political event that seems destined for the history books, or even just a joke or meme that has entered our everyday vocabulary. I've been doing these videos since 2020, and I feel like most of my picks have aged pretty well, but the one I think about the most comes from my 2022 video, where I talked about generative AI. 2022 wasn't that long ago, and yet when I look at the examples I show in that video of the sort of things that generative AI was capable of, it's hard to not be shocked by just how far the technology has come in just 2.5 years. AI has been advancing so rapidly.
This is a card game. AI has not been advancing. It's basically the same tech. It really just hasn't. That's just, people will tell you it has, and then no one can actually point to it advancing aside from the pictures have higher fidelity. What they've done is they've basically used Nigerian slave labor. I'm not even fucking kidding. I think it is Nigeria, or if not Nigeria, Liberia. Slave labor in a foreign African country of really underpaid workers to basically prime the systems in order to give better results. But it's the same fundamental tech. It's exactly the same, but basically they stole so much info that they've been removing all the info that creates bad results, which is why the results have become less distinct result for result. They're more like, they all look almost exactly the same, but higher fidelity. That's pretty much it. That's it. And then the data centers that do the processing off of whatever the fuck, they're putting more juice into it, essentially. But the actual technology has not advanced. That's not how technology advances. It's like saying, like, you know, my cell phone got 10 times smaller. Technology is advancing. Like, no, the technology is already there. They just fucking fixed the issues with the first one, right? That's not advancing. They're perfecting the thing. And in this case, they're not even really perfecting it. They're just cleaning a bunch of fucking detritus out of the machine that turns out bad results. That's it. The technology is done. It's finished, really. Like, that's the kind of issue that's coming with the AI collapse, is the next part that they say is coming down. It's not coming. And that's why no one's hiring AI programmers anymore in the big tech fields. They're hiring basically like accounting and marketing people to try to sell this shit. And they're forcing people to use it is because it's about to fucking implode. The entire industry is going to collapse. So if you just look at AI, Gen AI, and you're like, it's getting better because there's higher fidelity, it's not getting better, and that's not how you tell something is improving with its ability to do stuff. It should be returning instantaneous results and not having to have training data at all. If it was improving, it should be able to make stuff without training data. You should be able to put in anything, and it just conceptually fucking imagines it out of nothing. Like, that's the advancement. That's not coming.
In fact, that in every post-2022 year-in review video I've made, people always comment that this year was actually the year that generative AI really made its cultural breakthrough, with the previous years just baby steps by comparison. That said, I continue to think that these kinds of meta conversations about AI have been AI's greatest contribution to American culture so far. As it stands now, I feel like there remains a pretty significant gap between the amount of commentary that has been produced about generative AI versus how much generative AI is actually...
That's 3 articles. That's dog shit. I didn't even see what fucking publications they're from. I mean, you hit Google. There's a lot of conversations happening. It's like, bro, you shared 3 Google results. This is not research. So take it back about 5 fucking steps. What are you talking about? Show my playlist making fun of Shadiversity. I demand it.
Change in time, but for now, the theoretical possibilities of generative AI often seem to be overshadowing the realities of what the technology actually does in our present world, which still isn't all that much. But this priority of focus does make some sense. I mean, the concept of a computer program that can generate any type of media...
He can't hold his head still. My man is definitely attached to some fucking strings. He's very German puppet coded.
Any type of writing, any type of picture, any type of music, any piece of code is clearly one of the most dramatic cultural provocations that any of us have faced in quite a while. People sometimes analogize generative AI to the emergence of the internet, which strikes me as a somewhat fair equivalent. The internet made it possible for everyone to speak to everyone about everything, and this proved to have a huge impact on American society in all sorts of ways that we're still sorting out. But as award-winning economist Paul Krugman...
No, Jesus Christ, no, not even remotely. A telecommunications program that started up as DARPANET and fucking exploded is considerably more important than Gen AI. Gen AI hasn't accomplished a fucking thing in like 10 years of existing. And it goes back like 10, even like 15 years. If you look back all the way to like the Palantir's founding and the start of the Gen AI product or project before about 5 years ago-ish, they started releasing the GPT systems into the general public for use. We've had the machine learning systems and LLMs and stuff for decades. They're not changing anything for the better at all. They don't provide a service. They're actually, if anything, the best thing you could compare them to would be like a virus. they're like a mimetic virus that infects people and makes them literally dumber. We're getting fucking studies in. I don't have them up on stream or screen, but we're getting studies in that basically, and it kind of goes without saying, all these kids that are using Chat GPT and stuff to cheat on tests are stupider than they would be otherwise. Like, they're fucking dumb. They use Chat GPT instead of thinking, and it fucks them up. People are using Chat GPT to imaginate fucking like girlfriends and stuff and destroying their real world lives. It's a virus. It's probably like the first actual true mimetic virus. And it would actually go away. We have natural immunity to it. But people are trying to basically like hyper concentrate it into our systems and infect everything. But it is nothing like DARPANET or the internet in general. Like, we had .com booms and stuff, like, because people were like shocked by the amount of stuff that you could do. There's industries that started up off of it because it was a thing that provided something that didn't exist before. Chat GPT basically tries to revolutionize something that already exists and can only do so by parasitizing it and doing it worse, but doing it for free in ways that are actually illegal, but the courts haven't caught up with yet. That's all that Chat GPT, the LLMs, that's all they do. Everything that I've been shown, that I've been seeing people will get in the comments, it's changing medical technology. It hasn't. That does not exist. I have not seen it. I have not seen it proven. One study that has not gotten into the fucking like meta-analysis levels of studies is not a replacement for like the facts of the matter, which is it doesn't do anything. It provides literally no benefit and constant deficits. So it is nothing like the internet. Not even fucking remotely like the internet. There is nothing of value that's come from ChatGPT. As a matter of fact, Mr. McCall, if you're watching, you sound fucking stupid for saying that, unironically. And if that hurt your feelings because you're a soft boy or some shit, good. Okay, you deserved that because you said something that fucking stupid. You deserve a little smack. What a fucking idiot, dude. Oh, sorry. Somebody gave me $40. What in the fuck? I'm a PhD engineering and accounting tech and AI bros. Thank you for the $40. Check old pirate. They're unimaginative, bad in school, and stink. The CS department smelled like a sewage drain. Scare them away with soap and deodorant. Fuck. Thank you. Will do. Yeah. Here's the thing. The human mind is a muscle. I'll go off that. The human mind is a muscle with a lot of different ways it can become more structurally sound. If you have trouble memorizing things, if you don't actually have brain damage to keep you from memorizing them, you can force yourself to remember things. If you start practicing, I'm not even fucking kidding. You'll have to start small and then get bigger, and you can actually get to the point where you'll memorize 15, 25, 35 pages of text. You can make yourself do that if you practice it. If you want to do mathematics, you can force yourself to learn mathematics so long as you enjoy it and you start in a way to get it. The same way you can force yourself to learn a language. It is a muscle, and the more you use it, the better you get. You think of it like, no, it's impossible, but it's the same thing as when you learn to walk as a baby. You could not walk. You practiced, you fell down, and then you got better at it. ChatGPT is literal crutches that break sometimes underneath you. The best that they can do is provide something for your brain should be doing on its own and weakening that muscle and making you unable to do it. There's nothing that ChatGPT does for creativity that I can't do myself better and that I don't get better at by doing myself. I've never seen any of the functionality. I turn off autocorrect and fucking this Grammarly is for fucking stupid people. Understand that. If you use Grammarly, you're stupid. And it's not because you were always going to be. It's because Grammarly will make you fucking dumb. It will suggest words for you and it will take your soul away bit by bit as it makes you into some other person and turns you dumb because you won't start thinking of words. You won't learn how to do what I do when it is I can't think of a word. I use one of the other words, or I construct some sort of boundary around what I needed to say and then say that. Or if I'm writing it and I can go back later and then trim it down. These are fundamental functions of using your brain. If you use these systems, you will not build those functions and you will get fucking stupider. Some things computing is great for. And we know that because we've spent our entire existence using them. Rulers, calculators, right? Plotting, graphs, because it helps solidify the mutability of your fucking mind into something that is static. AI, in its attempt to replicate the mutability of the mind, has made something that neither is as capable as the human mind or as reliable and fucking repeatable as a fucking measuring stick. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't get GPT to make a better ruler than a ruler. And there's no reason to use it as a ruler. You just can't. Like, these things don't do good. And a lot of the things that people are like, well, it has other functionalities. They're barely connected and sometimes not even remotely connected to LLMs. The current marketing is just calling everything AI, even stuff that's just a fundamental basic algorithm that searches for stuff. It doesn't learn. It's not part of a fucking gigantic library of shit that has to be like refed and refurnished and stuff. It's just literally these are the sounds these words make, and I'm just recognizing where the fucking text is. That's a system. It comes out the same every time. That's a tool. ChatGPT is a broken crutch that fucks your mind up. Don't ever use it. It will make you stupider. Every single person I've heard saying like, yeah, I just use it to organize my thoughts, I use it to make stuff up, has been bad at those things and gotten worse the more they used it. It makes you fucking lazy and stupid. And if it's doing the thing that you value yourself as being good at, then you're not good at the thing. Do you understand that? Like, you're not good at it. You're not talented. You're not even working around like the other issues. You just suck. You just didn't have it. You didn't have it. And now you think you have it because something else stole it and is giving you a crude mimicry of it. And it's pathetic. And it's making you worse. Just give up on that dumb shit and start getting better. That's it. Motherfucker.
To note, the internet also didn't wind up having that much of an impact on the economy compared with those earlier, less glamorous technologies, like, say, the washing machine. So that's the other half of the historic precedent we have to keep in mind, too. Now, I've been a generator of content my whole life. There exists a certain sort of person who is driven by an insatiable need to make media for others to enjoy, and that is very much the sort of person that I am. I love to write and draw, and over the last decade, I've learned I love to make videos as well. And since generative AI overlaps with so much of what I do, I thought I'd just share a couple of my thoughts on it, which are pretty moderate.
I mean, didn't Austin McConnell turf all his creative work onto AI and then stroke out like a few months later? Probably happened when he's forced to decide his order at Starbucks or something. Oh, God, that's fucking funny. It butchered my matters thesis. Yeah, there you go. Fuck. Now the school asked us Trachers if we wanted more AI integration. I said categorically nope. I have a feeling a lot of teachers feel like, well, if we don't get paid enough anyway, why not? Dude, it's so stupid.
I think the world could use a few more moderate takes on AI.
No.
I am pretty temperamentally...
What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Why? There's such a good philosophical fucking like little conundrum there. That is the best. Why do you think there needs to be more moderation? Are you a coward that fears confrontation? Every time I ever hear there needs to be a more moderate take on this is usually there's something that someone wants to not feel bad about doing and then do it and get away with it. Like, hey, guys, I know that being part of a stab everyone in the neck gang is bad, but stabbing in the neck other people can sometimes be a good thing. And I, as a person that occasionally dips into neck stabbing, I don't think that you should be judged for this or that you should be held to some incredible standard. And I'm not as bad as the rest of the guys who just 24/7 do neck stabs. Like, every time I hear, we need a much more moderate take, that's where it goes, okay? Maybe sometimes it does, you know? There's got to be an extant circumstance where it's like, fuck, dude, the moderate take here was actually kind of peanut butter and jelly on the same sandwich. Wow, dude, you're a fucking revolutionary. But for everybody else involved, it's like, maybe you should shut the fuck up and sit down because you're in between me and the people I want to pummel to death for their... You are not fucking Kendall Jenner with a Pepsi, bitch, okay? And she would get mowed down in this case too. But let's see.
Conservative in the sense that I tend to have an instinctive skepticism towards new things, particularly new things that are surrounded by a massive cloud of hype or fear. My earliest instincts were thus to view generative AI as overrated and to push back against the claims of both booster and hater alike, who claimed it was revolutionary. And even though the technology has gotten a lot better than it used to be, a lot of what generative AI makes still strikes me as mostly frivolous, with a style that's off-puttingly obvious or uncanny. Though this is different.
Just fucking ads. It's people's jobs to make those. It's people's jobs to make those. Those people lost their jobs. Fucking ads. But based on probably other people's stolen advertising. That's not a very light thing to look at. You just posted 3 pictures of fucking advertising with stolen content in it.
Different than saying it's useless. When we choose to feel threatened by generative AI, I think we are telling on ourselves in a way. We're claiming that the AI art or writing or music is good enough to impress us, or as impressive as anything we could ever dream of doing ourselves. And I just choose not to think that way. A bunch of global...
Okay, so this guy has not you're a fucking idiot, dude. But you haven't looked into this shit at all? Are you fucking stupid? JJ, you fucking moron. The concern isn't that I think it's as good as me. The concern is we live in a fucking capitalist society and these cocksuckers are gonna fucking steal other people's content and use it to ruin jobs and fuck up people's ability to fucking negotiate, which is already happening. Like, why are you just making... How fucking stupid JJ, you're a fucking idiot. How stupid can you fucking be? Did you not look into this at all? Have you not looked... The fucking Writers Guild was striking in America that make all the fucking... employs half of Canada. Half of Canadian fucking actors, okay? Half your fucking economy is based on this shit. They were fighting to not put actors' images into the Gen AI so that they could be replicated, but like literally... And also fighting to not have their fucking work put into the AI so that they could just be replaced by it because their work is used to make more versions of their work for free. Like, how fucking stupid are you? You're a fucking idiot, dude. You should be made to feel dumb for this. You're a bad person. You're a stupid, yet another stupid fucking Canadian. God, why the fuck? God, why the fuck does your people's fucking content show up on my page? You drive me fucking nuts. Motherfucking goddamn it.
Animator unions put out a joint statement on Instagram the other day where they urged opposition to generative AI on the basis that it destroys artists. I always find statements like that to be a little cringe just because they're simultaneously...
You are not allowed to say that. You move like a fucking German puppet bouncing around and your fucking way of talking is the most horrible thing I've ever heard. You hitch and stitter through... I don't know if that's a thing that I want to hear. You are not allowed to talk about cringe. You are cringe. You are fucking Canadian, okay? You're just, it's natural. You are a fucking trash can-headed Canadian. You cannot fuck. Do not call people cringe for fearing their job is going to be destroyed by a system your stupid fucking ass doesn't understand. You are a bad person. JJ McCullough is a cunt. I hope you lose all of your fucking subs. Fuck, no fucking million for this guy. What in the fuck is that? You are surrounded by consumerist trash. You are a fucking trash goblin. You are a guy that goes through fucking haircuts like most people go through fucking condoms at Pride, all right? You're out of your fucking mind. Talking about fucking cringe for being afraid of losing your fucking job to a thing that's designed to steal your content and replace you. Fuck you, bro. Well, I just wanted to give a moderate thing on this. Then you can catch the same hands. There's no moderate take. There is literally correct and catch these fucking hands. I just wanted to put myself between a dog and its meat. Like, okay, then you can fuck. You are a bad person. You are a cunt for this. You're a cunt, dude. I hate you. What the fuck?
So self-confident, but also so self-deprecating. This might sound a little blunt, but an artist...
What in the... Okay.
Claiming machines will destroy art is usually one whose art is already the most machine-like. Likewise, whenever people make the art...
You... Dumb fuck. Okay, McCullough, can I take you aside here? You should be smacked in the fucking side of your dumb fucking head. Dipshit. The artists are fucking working for people. Idiot. They are working for people. They are hired to draw the shit that the people who are trying to replace them are replacing them to draw, which is bullshit. It is fucking advertising. It is fucking random backgrounds, maps, matte paintings in the fucking background. It's 3D images. It is fucking actors who are showing up for the fucking, do you have herpes? Does a friend of yours have HPV? Tell them to take Pivamax. They don't want to make that specifically, and that is not indicative of their fucking talent. You fucking moron. You plastic collecting, low value Canadian fuck. Their fucking job is to draw what they're hired to fucking draw, you moron. They don't want to be drawing Starbucks advertisements for the rest of their life, but they use it to fund their fucking creativity and practice. You stupid cunt. You're such a fucking... What? Who in the fuck do you think you are? That is insane. You don't know anything about the fucking industry. It's kind of crazy to say that, you think that you could be replaced, but also you're afraid of being destroyed. If you don't know this, then you don't know you could maybe be better at work or not be replaced. Oh my God. What in the fuck? Card posting, please. Card posting, please help. You should fucking hate JJ McCullough.
That the world is better served by more humans doing machine-like labor. My pro-market instincts get activated. I am not someone who buys into the idea that all human labor is something that deserves to be rewarded just by virtue of occurring. Labor.
Okay, be mean to this guy. This is, be fucking horrible to him. My market instincts, as a person who collect garbage and put it on a shelf behind me, I think that people, just because they do job, do not mean that they should be paid for it. What the fuck? Canada, I'm fucking warning you. I'm fucking warning you, Canada. Okay? I'm fucking warning you. So this guy just hates workers. This guy hates people with jobs. I don't think that just because you do a labor, you should be paid for it. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have paid the guy to fucking cut your hair up like that, all right?
Has to meet some sort of market demand and deserves to be compensated to the degree that it makes financial sense from the perspective of the person doing the compensating. I was looking...
Where did you get the fucking evidence for that? All right, when did you look that one up? Debate me. JJ McCullough, come in here and get the fucking hands. It's time. It's time for you to be put in your place.
Looking at some old newspapers the other day, and I was marveling at how in the old supermarket flyers, all of the pictures of the food would be hand-drawn. I don't know how well paid the artists who did that sort of thing were, but I don't think it's any great tragedy that supermarket companies ultimately chose to replace this sort of illustration with color photography once that technology became more affordable.
That's not color photography, idiot. That's not color photography. That's those are developed. Those are the fucking pictures that you use to put on the boxes, you fucking maroon. That's just graphic design. You're talking about graphic design. You are talking about graphic design. You're talking about graphic design. First off, know what the fuck you're talking about. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs, Uncle I roll.
Or how about this cartoon from 1888? You can see it depicts the decadent portrait taker kicking back with his camera, as we contrast him with the struggling portrait painter, now thin and bored and hungry. I don't know how many people these days would
Is this what constitutes thought for you? Is that like, was that an own? What the fuck paper is it even from? First off, the guy drew both of it. The fucking funniest part about this is you still got to use an artist's art to fucking highlight something. 10 out of 10. The photographers and typesetters get paid to do this. Yes. It's all, there's a big cup. We still had fucking cartoonists and artists and shit. You just didn't have as many art for all of those other things because the places started providing their own artwork in different ways, right? And you still had that art because the fucking image that you see when you look up a fucking Tide, you know, you look up your fucking coupon, you look at coupons. Like, wow, these coupons don't seem like they're fucking really cracking off. It's still whoever is the graphic designer that was hired to make the Tide box, the cover of it, they're just using the fucking PDF or the PNG or the fucking JPEG or whatever the fuck of the cover. So it's just some graphic designer. Back in the day, they drew the fucking bread shape because people might not know what the fucking shape of the bread looks like. The whole thing was different. You're talking about an entirely different era of advertising. We still have people doing all of this shit anyway. Like, what is the point you think you're making? You don't know enough about the industry to be making the point. That's like what I'm saying. There's still a fuckload more. There's more jobs as the photography and stuff became a whole big deal. And a lot of the people could translate their skills into other things as well. And people were still drawing advertisements for decades. They were drawing advertisements into the 90s. I mean, people still draw advertisements today, and they tend to be the most eye-catching ads, period. But also, you don't have to advertise products that have been in the public consciousness for 85 fucking years in a very big and ostentatious and new way, because there's fucking brand recognition. So Coca-Cola or Tide can just put up the Coca-Cola or Tide logo, and you're like, yeah, okay, that's their logo. It's on sale. I don't need to know what a fucking Tide bottle is and have somebody draw it in 3D, but they still provide those and still draw them in fucking 3D. That's a 3D artwork, and put them in the fucking things so I can see what the fucking 1.2 gallon bottle of fucking Tide looks like. Because it looks different than the 0.5 gallon bottle or the 1 quart bottle. Like, we still do this, and that's still drawing. It's just done in a different way. And that does not in any way, shape, or form translate to fucking GPT. It just doesn't. Because ChatGPT does a completely different fucking thing. You're a fucking idiot, bro.
Consider the late 19th century decline in portrait painters to be a particularly disturbing phenomenon. The notion that
what? Prove it, that it existed. This is the thing they always say. Well, there was a bit of a decline in portrait painters. No, there wasn't. How about that? No, there really wasn't. There was a small period of time, this fucking big, in the Industrial Revolution, where people had money and also no access to cameras. And that would be, they painted a portrait. One possible period. Rich people still get paintings of themselves done. And they've always been the people. All of the fucking portraits and paintings that are done that you know about are of fucking kings and princesses and queens and princes and dukes. And they still get them done because they cost a fuckload more money than anyone can afford. I can't afford it. It's a $10,000 job. It's painting a whole portrait. Pictures are everywhere. They're fucking a dime a dozen. I'm a fucking photographer by trade. It's what I'm good at. And yeah, you can take portraits, but portraiture is a completely different thing than taking photos. Every person you know that's like, I don't need a portraiture person to take my photos because I have a camera, will take fucking goddamn iPhone pictures of themselves and put them in their house, and they look like shit. You look like your fucking family looks pale and confused and badly lit in the fucking shitty $10 goddamn Walmart picture that you got, Linda. You don't even seem to have an eye for fucking, you don't have an eye for taste for me to even give a shit what you're talking about. But the picture takers did not replace portrait artists. There weren't that many fucking portrait artists to begin with, because there's not that many people that could pay for a portrait. People still do pay for portraits. I can go to the fucking boardwalk in New Jersey right now and probably fucking walk past 15 guys doing caricatures. That's a portrait. I can go to a fucking store, or not a store, a fucking college right now and have somebody paint me for a few $100, maybe less, do a charcoal, because people still just do it. It's a different type of art that really has a very specific use. Photos are faster, so there's 10,000 pictures of Donald Trump doing stuff in the moment because it's a different way of capturing something than a different way. Portraits have a whole different vibe and feel because somebody's hand is in there. It's their impression of somebody while replicating them on fucking paper. It is a work of art. It is in and of itself a moment of creative expression used to capture a person. We have presidential portraits, not presidential photos, presidential portraits of every fucking president and all of the first ladies as well. Every fucking university that's worth its salt and has an art program has paintings of every fucking president. Every fucking major corporation has paintings of the person who starts the fucking corporation. Why? For the same reason we've had it for fucking millennia. Because rich people pay to have those made. And there's not a lot of jobs for it, so only the best get picked. I don't know where this gigantic middle class, because I don't see them. I see all sorts of pictures of middle class people going back to the mid 1800s, and I still, for the life of me, can't find the hundreds upon thousands of guys that got put out of work by these, like the Chat GPT people think exist, that got put out of work fucking drawing pictures of the middle class and just didn't have a job on Tuesday. Where in the fuck did those guys go? Because daguerreotypes go back to the mid 1800s, so they're basically almost as old as the printing press. The only people that were doing portraiture were doing like charcoal sketchwork and stuff of politicians. Yeah, they switched over to photos, and then that industry popped off because you could take a picture of every fucking politician, and it worked. Do you know what I mean? And then that technology actually improved. The way in the methodology of taking photos and all that sort of stuff got way better. In a hardware sense. Much less a software sense way down the line. These conversations about like fucking portrait artists. What about all the portrait artists that got taken out by the camera? Why the fuck? You Chat GPT cunts have been fucking brain rotted. That you keep going back to that one thing, and it's not even a good argument. It doesn't justify your point, but why aren't there more things? Why isn't it relentless? Why isn't it a constant thing that directly relates to it that actually is like, oh, no, this is actually a superior product, right? It doesn't. Because it's you don't actually have a fucking argument. I don't know why you guys keep talking about this shit either, because it's never a talented person. It's always some fucking mid-2010s fucking slop tuber with a goofy fucking haircut and a soft boy way of talking about shit. And I just want to find a middle ground. I want you to fucking get kidney stones and cry pissing blood for fucking months because you're so fucking irritating. How about that?
People have a right to work in perpetuity in whatever sort of job they prefer has never struck me as a terribly persuasive argument, regardless of whether it's being made by a coal miner.
He might be talking about how the standards of art has changed, like how people confuse modern art for contemporary. Oh, there's no way.
Someone in a car factory, or a guy hand-drawing hundreds of nearly identical animation car factory argument, regardless of whether it's being made by a coal miner, someone in a car factory, or a guy phenomenon. The notion that people have a right to work in perpetuity in whatever sort of job they prefer has never struck me as a terribly persuasive argument, regardless of whether it's being made by a coal miner, someone in a car factory, or a guy hand-drawing hundreds of nearly identical animation frames for a Saturday morning cartoon. There are inefficiencies of money and labor in all professions.
You gotta get fucking clipped, dude. Oh my god. Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Bro, you just called out mining in a way that makes me just like... I just want you... I think of violence when I think of you. I really do. I hate this guy. I actually hate this. Holy fuck.
Professions that machines are well suited to replace, and I think it's important we don't get overly sentimental about artistic work just because it involves a human holding a pencil instead of a screwdriver. And I think most people agree with this on...
You're an idiot. I don't know what to tell you. You're a fucking moron, and that's not an actual argument.
Some level.
Are you telling people to not care when they lose their jobs? You got to get your fucking ass beat. That's an ass beating statement. Don't bring that to your shitty little YouTube audience. You got to have balls, all right? I know. Fucking ding dong Canadian with a goofy fucking pencil neck and a horrible fucking haircut. You got to go to where someone just lost their job. Go to where the layoff happened and tell them that they're being sentimental, all right? And make sure someone is filming what happens to you so that I can have popcorn and kick my feet and giggle as I watch. Look at fucking workers' rights activist. Look at the reincarnation of smiling Sid Barrett right here. Fucking even King Sweet Cheeks over here. Fucking hell no.
Which is why the most outspoken critics of generative AI, like the people who wrote this open letter, are increasingly pivoting to more moralistic arguments. You know, like this idea that AI is a technology that is fundamentally built on...
That's a lie and untrue. That is a lie and untrue.
Thievery.
It is there. I've already provided a series of fucking actual like real world arguments and non-moralizing arguments. So it is, but that's just not true. You just lied.
Or it's too harsh on the environment and things like that. There's a certain grasping nature to a lot of this rhetoric, which I think reflects the fact that whenever a provocative new technology comes out, people will often be disgusted by it at an emotional level, and this then results in criticisms that
prove that. Prove that. That's a crazy statement. What? Dude, this guy's fucking raw line.
That whenever a provocative new technology comes out, people will often be disgusted by it at an emotional level, and this then results in criticisms that are often less than completely
disgusted at an emotional level. What are you talking about? Like with the fucking diesel turbo came out, like the turbo came out. We started putting turbos on diesels, and people are like, ugh. Oh god. Oh, I can't. Oh god, Jesus Christ! Is that a turbo on there? Oh god, is that pushing more air into the fucking? The Jake brake came out, right? We got air brakes, compression air brakes on fucking semi trucks. Bram, bram, bram. People, oh my god, it's going slower. Your fucking argument for that would be like, well, they're louder. Yeah, people that you. What did you think? Somebody just invented noise? Steel belted radial tires came out after we didn't have those. People are like, oh my god. Fucking dude, what the fuck? People have like irritated reactions to technology, but like when we started moving from knob and tube electric to fucking Romex and shielded cable, no one was like, fucking, I'm never gonna work again. No, we didn't put millions upon millions of people out of fucking jobs and then make everybody fucking stupider in the same day. You're like, oh, what happened? What happened today? Oh, we just came up. We just revolutionized with a preloaded high pressure sprinkler system for industrial and commercial buildings and public buildings. It just douses the room in water, and then people go, I can't. We just need children to burn. What's happening to my country? Ah, my children should burn. What? Ah, what the fuck are you fucking talking about? People get irritated by technology that doesn't live up to the standards. No one's complaining about digital versus film these days, but they were in the early 2000s because the early fucking digital cameras sucked ass and looked like shit, except for the ones in the fucking cinema. Low-level fucking digital cameras look like ass until the mid-2010s, and only you thought they were good-looking if you're a fucking person that doesn't have eyes and you were shooting only outside, okay? They were not anywhere up to, and still are not up to the standards of other digital cameras with full-frame sensors and the whole fucking CMOS, whatever the fuck. But that's a conversation that's probably way above this guy's fucking pay grade. Do you know what I mean? But like, that's not what ChatGPT is. It is not a hardware development. Hardware has not been developed. There is not a new standard of computing. It is just a shitty fucking series of algorithms that sometimes do and sometimes don't work, being jammed into industries they don't belong in, and using stolen fucking information in order to steal people's jobs and depress their ability to argue for their job, which I know you don't like because you're a fucking self-absorbed Canadian fuck. Another fucking Canadian, conservative Canadian getting fucking imported into my country, talking about my fucking beautiful country against all of my fucking wishes. Disgraceful fucking behavior.
Logically airtight. To be clear, I do think that disgust is a perfectly reasonable reaction to a lot of what generative AI is producing these days. A lot of the highest profile uses of AI that the general public sees, in terms of advertisements and like viral memes, are quite obvious.
Is this guy fucking printing those out and then taking pictures? Where is this?
In terms of advertisement.
What is this? Did you make that shit? And then put it up? What is that?
And like viral memes are quite obviously ugly. And this does expose something unsettling about the low aesthetic standards of our society and the indifferent way that creative labor is often used. But
the society does not have low aesthetic standards. This is another fucking brainlet fucking argument from a person that's literally got an entire shelf full of plastic shit behind him. Society's standards for aesthetic value have not decreased. The standards that are required of people that produce things that appear in society have been decreased because of capitalist influence on the fucking markets and market manipulation, because of mass monopolization of both entertainment properties and also production itself. Like, it starts with literally with fucking Steve Jobs saying, I'm not going to hire any more fucking designers for shit to save like $250 million a year or whatever the fuck. And then putting out the same ugly ass fucking Apple phone in perpetuity forever in a stripped down design until eventually it gets fucking completely outclassed. And then he doesn't have anyone to fix it. That stripping down everything and taking all the fucking joy out of the world is not because of the decreased artistic standards of society. Not everybody has the ability or time to make shit. And because of mass monopolization of industry across the board, the artistic things that we run into on a day-to-day basis, the most common expressions of art, advertising on billboards, on the sides of your cereal boxes, on the sides of fucking every single thing that can be painted, have decreased. They have gone down. Norman Rockwell painted advertisements and also paintings. Dr. Seuss did political cartoons and fucking children's books and fucking advertisements. Fucking Frank Oz and fucking what's his name did fucking the Muppets people. They did advertisements for stuff. They did advertisements with the Muppets. They made Muppets for advertisements. They did stop motion stuff for advertisements, and advertisements were very interesting. The Super Bowl was interesting for a long time, in the 90s at least, because people would try to make these big artistic statements in these fucking ads and have the ads actually be entertaining and fun. But now people are trying to strip them down more and more. And you see it most with kind of people like you filth, you consumerist filth that like this stripped down plasticky shit. I think that somebody should be able to save their money. They should be able to, you shouldn't expect, the people don't want the art. People love art. People love it. They love interesting and good-looking stuff. They like things that represent them. They like flashy, cool-looking shit. And they're not getting it. So they're moving away from those fucking spaces. It's not the artist's fault, and it's not the consumer's fault. It's the fact that people have monopolized the production of graphics at all to the point where they just churn out shit. And they're trying to make it more shit. And people don't have an interest in changing it because it's fucking cereal boxes. Because people like you fucking low-rent Canadian fucking hog, people like you defend it because you're stupid. Because you have a vested interest in trash. Because you are a trash export system. Your content's not good. You're not a talented person. You're a YouTuber, a YouTube hog. Have you made anything of value? Have you made a movie, a video game? Some artistic statement that represents you? No, you talk about pop culture. And then you see in pop culture reflected the emptiness in yourself. You're a Canadian talking about America. You should be ashamed. You have a beautiful country full of amazing and incredible people. A stunning history, both of the native individuals and the fucking colonizers that came in, how they interacted, and all of the sort of ways that they fucking got on and got by. Vancouver is an extremely interesting city. I love Calgary. I love Banff National Park. I have been through Moose Jaw. Shocking, I know, as much shit as I've been talking about Canada. You should be talking about your own fucking country and improving it. And here you are instead pretending like you know anything about America because you are a slop connoisseur. You are a hog. You are a plastic drinking non-person talking about the artistic contributions of people who are not being permitted to contribute artistically to the world. You are filth. You're the worst representation of everything that America has to offer the world. You are the reason I tell people, if you're a foreigner, stop talking about America, because you're poisoning your brain by thinking that the fucking advertising and the products and fucking Hollywood and all this fucking horseshit on Fox News is a place that's real. and it gets in your fucking head and you become a person of microplastics. You're just a series of polymers held together by an idea of a fucking Baywatch commercial in the fucking 90s. It's horror show shit. You should be disgusted with yourself. Absolutely disgusted.
But it's also possible that our present era of crappy AI content might prove to be a temporary one. There was a good article in The Atlantic the other day making the case that a world with more generative AI is a world
Why
where
does the fucking Atlantic get fucking called out and no one else does?
taste becomes an increasingly sought-after talent. Taste, says Nitin Noria, is the instinct that tells us not just what can be done, but what should be done. Large language models and other generative
This fucking Atlantic.
AI tools are stuffing the world with content, much of it, to use the term du jour, absolute slop. In a world where machines can generate infinite variations, the ability to discern which of those variations is the most meaningful, the most beautiful, or most resonant may prove to be the rarest and most valuable skill of all. I feel like human taste is always—
No, this is bullshit, and fuck the Atlantic, and fuck everybody that lives in the fucking entire Atlantic Northeast. I fucking hate you people. I swear to God, New Englanders and their fucking opinions spreading like poison throughout the world. There is no value in this shit because you're trying to find the best piece of slop in the slop pile. That's why you're like, why can't I tell the difference between AI and this other shit in fucking internet memes? It's because it was already bad. It's already garbage. Fucking Pixar and a bunch of these fucking DreamWorks shows are already boiled down fucking sequels of sequels of sequels of sequels. They're already so unimaginative and not good that separating them from cheap imitations of them is hard because they don't rise to anything. If you tried to show me a fucking AI version of Roadside Picnic that was actually the same running length and hit the same emotional highs, or Stalker you should call it, you would never be able to do that. You can't replicate it because it's some of the best shit ever. If you tried to AI the cook, the thief, his wife, her lover, you would accomplish nothing. But trying to make a like 5-second long version of a Despicable Me fucking fluff bomb thing dance, braka, 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 that's easy because it's the fucking absolute bottom of the barrel. And you've stripped the creativity away from the people in the creative market to make stuff to such extreme fucking degrees that it's already bordering on slop because the fucking capitalists have made it that way. It is capital ruining art. And then you suggesting for a second, like, it must be the consumer. They can't tell the difference. No, you have been generating garbage. You've been generating slop. There are 500 fucking Marvel movies. 10 billion shitty Christian fucking sad boy fucking films. Is God not real? There's so many fucking repeats of repeats of repeats of repeats of repeats of repeats that, like, it's hard to tell the difference between those, and you don't care enough to try because it's bad. It's bad, and you take it too seriously because these people in fucking New England and shit get paid to take it seriously. They get paid to fucking market this shit and pretend like it's culturally fucking important to have some fucking non-white guy be fucking Captain America as though that's gonna fucking undo 200 years of fucking racial violence in America. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're so past the point of quality that people don't know what quality is anymore. No, they do. They love it. They seek it out. But you're comparing shit with shit. But what about written stuff? It sucks. Colleen Hoover. It's shit's ass, bro. You're putting out ass. It's your fucking kids. You fucking New Englanders keep putting your fucking kids on instead of trying to scour the world for talent. And it's dog shit. Dog shit upon dog shit. It's so many fucking industry plants and fucking fake fuck motherfucking boy band type trash that no one cares to try to discern it because they're ignoring it anyway. You're just basically, we're fundamentally going to a point where we're creating human music from Rick and Morty. Do, 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 do. Over and over and over again. Ass. Ass.
You say, powerful countervailing force in an era of new technological efficiencies. I wouldn't go so far as to say that taste fundamentally weakens the power of efficiency-driven technology, but it does moderate the way that that technology is used and in doing so, mitigate the most apocalyptic doomsday scenarios. We've had mass-produced factory-made food and clothing for around 200 years now, for instance, and yet handcrafted versions of these things still survive and are still
Around?
preferred by the public in certain contexts, and still inform the tastes of the people who decide what the factories will make. The idea that we could soon have a culture where all of the drawings and movies and music and books and all the rest are low-quality garbage made by machines, unburdened by human oversight, strikes me as about as plausible as someone in 1888 saying that the invention of the camera meant that we would never see a beautiful image of a human face again. But since a lot of these
What
sorts
in
of
the fuck are you
talking?
talking? What was that point?
And all the rest. The idea that we could soon have a culture where all of the drawings and movies and music and books and all the rest are low-quality garbage made by machines, unburdened by human oversight, strikes me as about.
They already are. They already are. This is why I think this is like, okay, I think I can almost, we're almost done with this because this guy's fucking irritating as shit. Your arguments are dumb as fuck, first off. They already are. They're bad. Sinners is a mid movie. I loved it. It's mid. It's not the best film ever. It's a little confused. It's a little all over the place. Sinners is the first movie I have seen in fucking years from Americans. You can still see movies from like South Koreans and fucking some Japanese creators and the French. It is the first movie I have seen in a while where someone was like, I want to tell a story with film no one's seen before. And it was fucking awesome for that. It hit highs that were very high. It hit lows that were like, what in the fuck is happening? It was corny at times. It was stupid at times. It had plot holes. It dragged. And I fucking loved it. I loved it because it was a movie. I love movies. It wasn't slop. It was not the 100th thing ever. It's very funny having people like, wow, the fucking soundtrack is that good. The blues are really good. Like, that was a white guy playing that fucking guitar, wasn't it? And I found out it was. It was a white guy playing that guitar. Like, why is the fucking white people music in Sinners so the most respected, like, of people buying it, the most well received? It was like, because fucking white people made that soundtrack. I know they did. And then, of course, it's fucking some Swede. God damn it. It's a good movie. It is not just some fucking cookie cutter run out of some bullshit I've seen 3,000 times before. You know, another fucking horror story with a fucking Exorcist hitting all the things to where it's all fucking predictable. It fucking tries stuff and it fails, and I love it for that. I love it for that. It does things that that normally any other movie, like, we have to have a callback to this. I don't know if you've ever been on tvtropes.org before, but it's Chekhov's gun. You have to go back to it. And he says, no. What happened? Oh, the guy just stabbed a fucking snake. That was pretty crazy. Are we going to go back to that snake getting stabbed? Not fucking really. No. We're not. There's like, things get set up. Like, are we going to find out the backstory of this or that? Nope. No. Why? I don't know. I think maybe he just forgot to write it in. And that's fucking awesome because that's what life is. And that's what movies should be. Even if they're crazy. Things get introduced and you have no idea. It's fucking David Lynch and the guy's walking around. I don't know. I think I've seen something. I've been here before. And the homeless guy comes out. Boom. You know, like that whole scene. You could take that out of the movie and it would be pretty much like you might not ever notice. Right? But like, it's important to the film. That's what movies and creativity are. Why is that in there? You'll never know. One of the best ones ever. Best things ever. Ever. Fucking Cabin Fever. There's a movie called Cabin Fever, which is pretty much a horror movie from the early 2000s. It's okay. There's a point in the movie where a guy gets poisoned, right? And he's dying and getting taken into the hospital. And as they're wheeling him through the hospital, he looks into a room and there's a person in a bunny suit. And it's never explained why. It's just a weird moment. A weird, incredible thing that you see. What in the fuck? And if you watch through the credits, it says, guy in bunny suit. And the credit is, will never tell. That was for me. That person made a movie for me. They did that for me. I loved that. I fucking loved that. That's what creativity is. We don't have that in films these days. They are so cookie cutter, so fucking overly just fucking observed at the highest level, at the fucking AAA level. There's no point to see the movie because you know what's going to happen. You know the fucking bad guys or the good guys are going to get a giant fucking intro, and they're going to have a few little quips, and there's going to be a few nut shot fart dumb fuck wonka wonk jokes, and there's going to be a third act, and then it'll be over, and then the world's going to be saved. Because it's like, people have this idea that these movies have to be these comfort things. I want a movie where just all of the fucking main heroes die. Why not? And it just ends miserably. Like, Werner Herzog warned us about this 50 fucking years ago. I think it's all shit. All of it's bad. It's all coming to an end, I think. Everything is over. It's dog shit. It's bad. You know, what the fuck? Fucking Zizek. If you make the same movie 700 times, I think then maybe you make it once and I watch it 5. But so on and so forth. Fuck. Dude, we're already there. We've degraded creativity because of fucking dog-faced fucks like this asshole, this fucking plastic collector, so bad that people can't tell what fucking art is. From a consumerist standpoint, yeah, sure. At the fucking critic level, critics don't get it. Right-wing critics, all of their entire fucking breakdown of art is like, if it doesn't hit every fucking thing and it's also somehow new, then it's bad. Which is just, you want porn. You just want pornography. And that's the thing, is you can't tell the difference between AI porn and real porn sometimes. That's pretty much it. Do you know what I mean? It's gooner shit. It's the ultimate slop. That's what it is. And it's because the fucking powers that be are trying to make slop. Maximum appeal to maximum people. Nothing just for somebody. And that ruins everything down the road. Because you don't get your Roger Cormans, okay? You don't get your creative individuals. You just get fucking shit. It's slop. It's slop. It's shit. It's fart-ass, dog shit, crap content. And now it's like, yeah, we've gotten to a point where they're trying to replace people even then, which is going to permanently remove people's ability to earn money, even making slop, so that they can try to make something down the line. Fucking what's his name? I can't remember off the top of my head. Working for 35 years on Mad God. Just in his free time while doing fucking creature effects for everything else, and then making Mad God, which is weird and all over the place and unnecessarily sexual and creepy and gross and scattered, and it's just fucking completely watchable as fuck. It's a draw. It's amazing. Like, fucking watching the whole time, like having it fucking just literally beamed into your fucking brain. Mad God slaps. Mad God would be one of the easiest things stylistically for a fucking AI to knock off because it's so gibberish, but you wouldn't be able to do it because Mad God, despite its intransience and its intransigence and its inability to like kind of pick a lane and stay in it, despite all of that, you can feel the artistic intent behind it. The chaos and the scattered ideas of somebody coming back to a fucking plan again and again and again over decades, putting things together in their spare time. It's a literal fucking old guy's train collection, but it's a fucking movie, is incredible. There's parts of it where just looking to see how he made the thing is the best part. Like, how did you do that effect? This is all on camera? Yeah, that's incredible. We don't have that everywhere. But our last ability to have that is being eroded by basically the ultimate copyright infringer that breaks people's artistic desire to make because they don't want to become part of this fucking this theft machine. And then just dog-faced fucks like this fucking McCullough guy, this cunt, this overstepping Canadian rat fucking animal are just like, no, it's good that you can be stole from. And like, honestly, it wasn't good in the first place, so why not make it worse? When it could have been better, because you don't understand it. Like, you don't understand art, you dipshit. You don't understand culture, you rat fuck. What, because you collect shit? You got baubles? Plastic? Fuck you, man. Fuck you personally, you cunt. You unhuman fucking excrement. God damn it.
as plausible as someone in 1888
Phil
saying
Tippett,
that
the goat,
camera
goated Phil
meant that
Tippett with
we
Mad
would
God.
see
Thank
a
you.
beautiful image of a human face again. But since a lot of these sorts of conversations about AI tend to get very abstract, let me now give you some real-world examples of how I have been able to modestly integrate AI into my own workflow.
I fucking knew it. He's fucking Jazza again. I knew it. You fucking don't have talent, you cunt. I fucking called it from the get-go.
As a professional YouTuber, while still retaining my channel's tastefulness and integrity. There are some channels out there who make their entire videos with AI, from the script to the graphics to the voice reading it, and those people are making obvious slop that only appeals to the most tasteless among us. And then there are the channels who are very righteous about never using AI in any context, and in my opinion, those people are not giving their audience the best product their labor can produce. A while ago,
Product! You are making slop. You are making slop, and you've been making slop the whole time. I'm telling you, I didn't watch this ahead. But you're predictable. You make slop. You are an untalented hack. You have nothing of value to say. You are a professional YouTuber. You are a slop merchant, and you're just jealous of the other people getting away with it. That's what it is. You have nothing. Your soul is empty. You're a fucking husk. You were never real. If you lose everything, then people that get it, whatever fucking eats your carcass, the whale fall that comes from it, every fucking microorganism deserves it more than you, because you are a fucking nothing creature. You're living microplastic, you rat fuck. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it from the get-go. Every fucking time. You're just jealous. You just want to be lazier. It's a product. I put out a product. I have a show. I put out a product. I don't know. It's about efficiency. You are lazy and stupid and untalented and uncreative. You have a feeling in your heart. I'm telling you right now, JJ, I can see you, that everything that you've done has been pointless. You think that maybe actually everybody is just like you. They're all fucking burned out and stretched out, and they're searching for the next thing, and they just need to be a little bit more efficient. They just need to figure it out. Oh God, no. I just need to stay on it. No, man, you really have nothing in you. There is no moment where it turns over. You're never going to make anything of value. You're a husk, and you've husked yourself far beyond the point of return at this point, because you're just trying to fill yourself with other people's shit. You are a fucking empty non-man. You're hollow. You're a fucking skin suit, which is why you look like 100 different people and act like none. You bobbling fucking puppet-headed cunt. God damn it.
I made a video about the 12 signs of the zodiac, and I had this idea that it would be fun if I could reveal each of the signs as toys falling out of a vending machine. I wanted something similar to the way
it's the same thing. It's literally. It's the same thing as Jazza. What I was going to do is make a card game, but I wanted to have cards for all the cards, and then so I just had AI make them for me. Hire somebody.
Both these are revealed in Smash Bros. Melee, or the presents in WarioWare Get It Together. The aesthetics of retro video games play a big role in shaping my personal taste, and perhaps yours as well. For the toys themselves, I wanted them to be based on my own cartoon style, so I did some rough sketches, and I fed those drawings into ChatGPT, telling the program to turn them into 3D renders, but more often than not, the things the program generated were only like a C+ version of what I wanted. Luckily, I am skilled enough with Photoshop that I was able to take the bits and pieces of the various renders and
it's fucking Shadiversity.
combine them into something much closer to my original vision, something that looked closer to my style instead of one of those Italian brain rot characters. Making the images this way wasn't exactly easy. Even with the help of AI, it still took a fair bit of time and effort, but it was definitely cheaper than hiring a 3D artist, and it was more efficient in the sense that I was the only person involved. Meanwhile,
Neck. I hate you, dude. You should hate you really need to learn to hate yourself. You need to be taught self-hatred. It was cheaper to steal things and then do some of it myself than it was, blah, blah, blah. That's not efficient, dipshit. First off, your design looks like ass. If you worked with somebody that does stuff in 3D, it could have been better. I have a little guy that pops up all the time. I have Gorpo. I have other little cartoons. It took me a lot of work to pay other people to do those things for me, but I love them. I love my little Gorps. They fucking drew them. I've seen every little fucking drawing. They hand drew them. And then I paid them for it. And then I still get to use it because it's still capitalism. You're just so close to end stage capitalism. You're trying to cut other humans out of it. You're alone. You said it. You're alone. You would rather be alone than pay someone else to help you with their level of creativity. You're alone. My favorite thing as a creative is finding someone that's actually at my level and interest rate to fucking work with. It's the best thing ever. If you've ever worked in anything creative, even stuff like journalism, finding someone else like, hey man, we're gonna ride out here. We're gonna do this thing. I'm gonna write it. You're gonna shoot it. We're gonna work together. We're gonna put this thing together. It feels better than anything. You're the guy that's like, I don't want to be in a band with anybody, and then steals someone else's fucking guitar solo instead of just having a fucking guitarist around you, and then you're proud of it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Hey everybody, it's me and the guys, and it's just you alone on a stage without even fucking instruments, just an iPad. Beep. Yeah, I made this by asking the thing to make a song that sounds like the song I wanted. It was an anti-collaborative effort. As a matter of fact, I've never been as alone as I am, because also nobody's coming to watch this. This is basically me embracing the end of the human soul as a construct, as a thing that exists. I've just kind of given up on existence itself and the beauty of the experiment of life. Oh my god.
I still got my animator friend Isaac to make the larger vending machine animation, because that was a more complex illustration and I felt employing his skills was the best way to pull it off. Although even then, it is worth noting that Isaac still makes his distinctive collage-style animations using the computer, as opposed to the sort of grueling stop-motion pull it off. Although even then, it is worth noting that Isaac still makes his distinctive collage-style animations using the computer, as opposed to the sort of grueling stop-motion physical process that an earlier generation of animators would have used. In all, I think this little project is a good example.
The hardware has improved. Let me just shut you down real quick, JJ, you stupid cunt. The computer is not equivalent to ChatGPT. That's a hardware increase. It's a hardware increase that allows you to do other certain types of things. Second, you didn't show him making it. You showed him playing it after it was mostly made. The difference between photographing stop motion, where everything's already made, and using one of those programs is pretty much an issue of accuracy at best, not that much fucking time, okay? If you look at the Monty Python, where they take the cutouts and they put all that stuff, they're just taking pictures. The time difference between those is not days and years and months. You know what I mean? It's a period of hours. Developing the stuff, the assets in the first place, is the hard thing, which is still going to be a gigantic pain in the ass that you have to do separately. You're out of your fucking element. What do you mean? It should be said he was still using a computer. He made it. He made it. The computer didn't do everything for him. The computer is a tool that computes. It does the math for the positioning. It helps him with the trigonometry while he moves stuff around to make sure everything's on the same XY, as opposed to when you do it in real life looking at it and you have to look at a fucking light grid or a grid underneath the thing that won't get picked up by the camera when it takes the picture. It's the same thing. It's just a little faster because it's a better ruler. He still makes the fucking thing, you cunt. Don't fucking diminish your fucking worker by comparing him to your laziness and theft. I fucking hate this guy. What in the fuck?
Of what people mean when they say generative AI can be a tool. It is not a magic wand that you can wave to do everything for you, nor should it be, but it is a technology that you can integrate into just about any creative process in order to help you do some new things that might have otherwise been too complicated or challenging to do without technological assistance. And it is still
No. You can introduce AI into any creative process to remove the creativity of it and turn it into just a process. You can eliminate creativity and the need for it at any point by just fucking not being creative and using it. You could have done all the same shit with your little fucking horrible drawing of a fish, and then it would have been fine. It would have been a little horrible fish drawing. You could have done the exact same thing. Right? People call that concept art and put it together. But instead, you cheated. You don't have the ability. You don't have a soul. You're not human anymore. You've given up on having a fucking soul, is what it is. And so you let the computer feel for you. The computer is feeling for you. It's not even thinking for you. It's feeling for you. using a rough amalgamation of vectors and fucking noise from other people's stolen feelings. This is not technology. This is the plot of a very special episode of like fucking Sesame Street from the 70s where we learn about plagiarism. You're giving up on being a human being in order to make money. The better way to do this is just start selling your fucking organs, because at least maybe somebody else will get to use the organ your mom made and you fucking took care of up until now, and not just fucking like, set it on fucking fire. Also, Memphis doesn't get a degree hotter when you lose your liver. God damn it.
In those kind of barriers that we gain the ability to unleash new forms of human creativity. Famed productivity guru Cal Newport wrote a good piece about
Tyler,
this
what do you
in
think
New
of singer-songwriter Bryan Adams? I don't know who the fuck that is off the top of my head.
Role of generative AI in the modern workflow. Dr. Newport is primarily a writer, and he describes how he finds using AI to generate entire articles or even paragraphs to be a generally unsatisfying experience. AI programs, he says, tend to write in a style that he calls book report blandness, and this offends his personal taste. But seeing what the program generates when he feeds it prompts also stimulates his imagination. It gives him ideas and helps him think about things that he could write, which is often as much a part of the writer's labor as the writing itself. I began to see the value.
You're talking out of your ass. Anybody that uses ChatGPT to develop ideas should just instead consider cutting their ear off. Why not? I want a good argument as far as ways to develop what you're writing, where using ChatGPT to develop ideas is better than cutting off your ear. As a writer, I want someone to write that out. Because in one case, you'll have one less ear, but in the other case, what do you lose? Because certainly, if there's an exchange that's happening for creativity, that you must be given something, then something must be lost. So if you give of your ear and lose your ear and are given creativity, then when you are given ideas by ChatGPT, what have you given up of yourself and what is lost? That's what I want to know. And you know what it is. If you're doing this and you're cheating, you know what it is. You're filth. You're an offense to every good writer you've ever loved. Truman Capote would be fucking disgusted with me. Oh my God. Could you imagine? You're a non-person. You're a non-person. You're a fucking, you could be just terminated and we lose nothing. Because the one thing about humanity you've given up on it in order to just get money. So what good are you? You can be replaced. You are just absolving yourself of your humanity and becoming the machine. Better we just skip to the end, especially if you're in my way of having others like you not exist. What the fuck?
Of the tool, ChatGPT was not generating professional prose all at once, but it was
You gotta
providing
ask
starting
ChatGPT.
points, interesting research ideas to explore, mediocre paragraphs that might, with sufficient editing, become
Laziness.
usable.
Look.
In the long run,
Okay, everywhere else, if you read books, that's a monkey's paw, okay? At first, given access to the item, unwrapped, sitting on its velvet cloth on the table, small scraps of paper outlining the rules of its use, I thought nothing could come of this. The warnings in the journal, the blood on the walls, certainly nothing could come of this. But then there was the first use. A trifle, a question asked, daring for an answer, but an answer given. And so it was bestowed on me. What I was rewarded with I shall not mention here. You need only know that when it was given, the pinky was the first finger to curl. And from there, so much easier, so much quicker. Another problem, another solution, given and asked in almost the same breath, and ever onward from that moment, the rustle of the hair, the creak of the bone, the crack of the dried flesh, and the curling of the finger. Look, I just made that up. I just made that up off the top of my head. That took me like 2 seconds to do. You could just do that. Just stop being untalented and uncreative and then just make shit up. Okay? You did invent the monkey's paw. Okay, sorry. I didn't invent a literary device. My apologies. The only reason I had to use it was so that you guys knew what the fuck I would be talking about. That's a writing technique, okay? But if you can't do that and you try to make money off of being creative, just consider slicing all your toes off for my joy. I mean, consider the possibility of what it would do for you. Just like if you just had no pinky and I found out about it. Oh, what, really? Yeah, I was going to use ChatGPT and it said I cut my pinky toe off. What the fuck? Why? You could have just done neither of those things. Why did you think that? Why did you permit the existence of that false dichotomy? Why not just do neither? God damn it.
I wasn't saving time. I still needed to look up facts and write sentences in my own voice. But my exchanges seemed to reduce the maximum mental effort demanded of me. I like that phrase. Reduce the maximum mental effort demanded of me. That's basically the essence of why humans invent anything.
No, it is not. You are a fuck. This motherfucker is lazy, bro. This dude is fucking filth. You are filth, bro. Oh my God. I hate you. I hate you personally. You understand that. You don't know me. I know enough about you, and I fucking hate you. You are my enemy. I name thee as such. This is disgraceful. Lazy. You lazy. All writing is mental effort. And that is where we find the glory of it. I just expended it, right? I lost that. I didn't type it all down, so it's gone now, but I don't really need it anyway. I just made that on a whim to prove a point. And I did it without a fraction of mental effort because I practice at it all the time. I am creative. I am better than you. I am more talented than you and more creative and capable than I guess you'll ever be able to be because you are lazy. This is laziness, right? Rulers, calculators don't decrease the mental ability required to do something. They speed up the amount of physical effort required to do the calculation. Calculators don't do math for you. They really don't. They do the calculation. Mathematics, if you're talking about calculators, is you figuring out what math has to be done and figuring out how to use the calculator as an aspect of solving the problem, okay? So I need to know what the gravitational pull is in all of these different extant circumstances. These are the calculations I want done. There's 15, 16 million of them. Go ahead and run those out so that I can see them. Otherwise, I have to sit down and painstakingly do each one on my own. But I know every one of the calculations that would have to be done. And when I read the math, I know why the math was done because I wanted the math done that way. I'm going to use my mind now because I have the same extent amount to do all of the rest of the shit that I need to do, which a lot of the times is just even figuring out what mathematics to use to do this thing. That's math. Like, that's what it is. It is not, I need more energy. It's, I need these things done way fucking quicker than flicking them through on an abacus because I need to get this, like, routine, repeatable action finished. But I don't use it for the mathematics. Actually, the math of it, right? Because that doesn't, the thing doesn't know that it has a problem to be solved. It just does this deal, right? It's like saying I built a fucking slide on a slope so that I can make sure the ice that I cut as an ice harvester goes down the slide to the end of it. I don't just let it tumble down the hill and it moves because I've got to do this same thing again and again. It's routine. It gives me the same result every time. My fucking typewriter, or in this case, my word processor that I use to type, every time I hit the H button, H comes up. If I hit shift, capital H comes up. That's a tool that helps me move faster than writing out every individual letter. Those tools help me not have to tell the story again every time I want somebody to hear it. But there is no tool that replaces me making the story up. That's just me taking someone else's story. Because it's mine. I don't like telling people what I'm thinking about in a story because I don't want their filthy fucking thoughts touching my creativity and infesting it because it's mine. It's like literally the expression of my fucking soul, right? Unless I've entered into the sacred contract of co-creativity with somebody. And then the stakes are very, very high, especially if it's something that's bigger than small things, to keep it simplistic. But there is no like, I do it so I can think less. I do it so I can think more. Not just about this, but about the rest of it, right? I need to be able to focus on the big picture. So this one small aspect of it is gone. But there is no thing that I take away from anyone in doing such. And I don't require other people to have done things in order for it to work. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't need to steal their work in order for my work to become work. You don't steal labor. No labor is stolen. That's ultimately where we get through. You don't like workers, so that doesn't make sense. And it started from the beginning of this is not all labor should be rewarded.
Isn't it? So I would be curious to know what your take on generative AI is. The technology is clearly subject to a lot of paranoia and utopianism at the moment, to say nothing of grifting and scamming, though that tends to always be the case whenever a dramatic new technology comes on the scene. I mentioned earlier how
that is not the case. That is just a lie. That is just a lie. What the fuck are you talking about? Why not provide some fucking, you got some fucking sauce, please, sauce, please. This is another fucking blowjob video. This is another dick suck video. Maybe even just raw paid for by fucking AI companies. To pretend like this is the middle ground. This is not a moderate stance on AI. This is pro AI, while saying, I guess maybe you people have some problems, and ignoring all of those problems and not looking into any of the damage that these systems have caused human beings at this point. It's actually the fucking death toll is now rising. People are getting sick, physically ill from using these things, both mentally speaking, and also from the damage that the systems cause the environment, because they use up way more energy than they create value for the people around them. They're all subsidized by the government. None of these things would exist without welfare. Fucking insanity.
Position tends to make me underrate things, but that might incline me towards naivete as well. So let me put it to you. Do you think that the ultimate fate of generative AI...
If you're inclined towards naivete, if you're compelled and people are like, well, you seem like naive all the time, but you're a grown man with fading hair, maybe you're stupid. Naivete is for children. You're naive. You don't know yet. It's cutesy ignorance is what naivete is. You should know, but you haven't learned yet. If you're an adult and people think that you have a certain sense of naivete, then you're a fucking mark. You're a moron. You're stupid. If people are telling you that you come off as fucking naive as an adult, you're probably a fucking rube. You're probably easy to play. You're probably stupid, or you're probably the kind of person that ignores the truth in order to get what they want and have their cake too. Basically, I want to use evil and make money off of it, but I don't want to feel bad about it. You're that guy. You're the pro-slavery guy. You're literally pro-slavery, by the way. I don't know if you know this. I think it's going to be the fucking title. JJ McCullough loves slavery. Well, first off, if you're fucking in a Marabou, you love slavery, right? This country fucking is kind of actually ass. But also saying that people shouldn't always be rewarded for their labor is kind of a fucking tell that you're pro-slavery. And being pro-AI in any way is a pro-slavery stance. So fuck JJ McCullough. I'm gonna let him fucking run this out.
Is to be a tool like cameras or Photoshop.
It's not a tool. Yet again, I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut you off there. It's not a tool. It does not routinely turn out a expectable response. It is actually antithetical. It's the opposite of a tool. It is dies, stamp things, and then it comes out the same every time, right? Stamps, stamp things. If you had a stamp that changed what it said every time unpredictably, you wouldn't use that stamp. All right? There's an inborn, intentionally added aspect of randomization to AI that precludes its ability to be a tool, especially in any of the senses where it's used. The best thing you can ever say is that it's good for noise mixing, which I would use it for specifically only then, trained off of the thing that I'm looking at to mix noise. That's fucking it. Other than that, and that's the most low fucking voltage use of it too. Other than that, generative models do not return results that can be predicted. That's why you have to constantly do additional work to mitigate the unpredictable incapabilities of the thing. I wouldn't pay someone who I was like, hey, man, give me a 3D model of my ugly goldfish drawing, and I want it to look like these 3 things, and then you gave me 3 different fucking things than I asked for. I wouldn't pay for it. If I went to fucking McDonald's, right, and I was like, hey, show me your fucking stove back here, and the stove randomly froze patties and turned some of the patties into blocks of fucking iron, and then yet still turned some of the patties into pork as opposed to beef, and then yet still turned some of the patties into uncooked versions of themselves after they've already been cooked, then I would say this is not a good tool. This tool has unpredictable results. This is not a tool. This is just a thing. This is a randomizer of some sort. If the randomness is the only thing that you can predict, but you want a fucking static result out of something, then you're at least at best misusing a tool completely misusing it as opposed to what it was actually supposed to be for. And that's very much the case. They turn something that is supposed to be a noise, basically noise scattering and then reconstruction machine, into something that's a plagiarism output. That's all. If it was reduced to what it should be and limited in what you're allowed to do with it and purpose it for, i.e., it's a photocopier basically that allows you to create pseudo copies from noise, and everyone just said that's what it is, and we accepted that, that would be much more acceptable than what people think it is, which is a replacement for human creativity at large. It is not a tool. It is not remotely comparable to a photo to a camera. I don't know why people say that, because I can take a picture and I know that if I pointed at something and I have it set correctly, it's going to turn out the same every time. The results are always the same. Whatever the settings are relative to the amount of ambient light in an area, it's going to turn the same thing out every fucking time. Shooting at 200 ISO in the dark, it's going to be a completely fucking blacked out image. All right. Sorry. It's 200 fucking ISO. Did you have a long exposure for the moon or something? No. Okay. Then it's 200 fucking ISO in the dark. You're completely blacked out image. I shot at 3200 ISO, fucking f2.8, 3200 fucking frames per second, middle of the day. Completely white. Yes, it's completely white. There's one slightly gray image right there at the side. That is a fucking, that was a pure Vanta black thing, but it's been overcrowded. Yeah, that's predictable because it's a tool. It does the same thing. If you misuse the tool, then it causes a misuse issue, right? I fucking missed hitting a nail with a hammer, hit my thumb. Still did all the hammer stuff, just happened to hit my thumb with it. This is stupidity. This is childish idiocy that's being leveraged, aimed literally at people's impressions of what's going on, to diminish, by the way, this is all to diminish the concerns of real people who are losing their jobs and who are like having their souls and their creativity sacrificed at the altar of corporate profits in order to develop things to replace them. This guy is a fucking garbage. Like, he's filth. He should feel bad and be made to feel bad for saying these things. This is antithetical to workers. This is antithetical to, if you're a person with a job, by the way, he doesn't like you. Understand that. He doesn't, if he could get away with not paying you, that's what he said. Anyone who could be not paid shouldn't be paid. That's his whole thing. He's filth. He is anti-worker. He is your enemy. If you have a job, he is your enemy. This is a whitey welfare recipient. Tippity top, who makes slop and thinks that he should be able to not pay for people if he can get away with it. That's it. Coming out on favor of ChatGPT. Filth. Just fucking garbage. Garbage. And he should be made to feel bad. He should lose subscribers. His channel should be annihilated. Like, literally unsub from him. I'm saying that raw. Fuck this guy. Unsub from him. If you care about art or artists, you should not permit people to be fans of JJ McCullough. You should treat them badly if they are. What? The fucking anti-worker guy? The guy that thinks he shouldn't have to pay people? He said he shouldn't have to pay people unless he's forced to. He should just be able to extract free labor from individuals based on just vibes, literally, and gave no supporting argument for that, and then is just pro-GPT. He's been using it. I guarantee you this was written with it. This is why it's all fucking muggled up and why he repeated the same 4 or 5 points 3 times.
the internet, something that might eliminate the need for a few heavily specialized forms of human labor and make some aspects of day-to-day life a little bit less strenuous, but still ultimately have nowhere near the significance of, say, the Industrial Revolution? Or do you think generative AI deserves to be considered a revolution of its own, a technology so unlike anything humans have previously encountered, it could easily make our society unrecognizable within a single generation? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you next week.
Yeah, I fucking hate you, dude. I hate you personally, and I wish evil on you. I gotta say. I hate this guy personally, and I wish evil on him. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the dislike on that. Go ahead and type this one out. You guys said you like this. Not gonna lie, bro. I hate this take, and I kind of hate you too. You're a prick. Nah. Not gonna lie, bro. I hate this take, and I kind of hate you too, LMAO. I think that's fine. There you go. All right. Good. What is this pinned comment? Really a relief to hear a perspective like this. Spending an excess of time on the internet would have you thinking that moderate and open-minded takes on AI are a fringe minority opinion wedged between the moralizing grandstanders and the slop merchants of the world. Dude, imagine being a moralizing grandstander against slop merchants. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Know your meme. All right. No, that's fucking ass, bro. That's fucking, what an ass fucking take, dude. This guy's a piece of shit. I didn't think it was gonna be that crazy. I kind of figured it would be like, I was like, oh, this guy looks like one of these fucking, this is like the people I hated on YouTube back in the day, right? It's like, which way, Western man? Pop culture commentary or fucking prank videos for another fucking pencil neck and a floral shirt? All right. Tyler, can we watch something nice now? When did I start? 2:30-ish? I think I've actually got to get the fuck out of here. I got shit to do today. Can that... Why isn't this... What the fuck? Why are you being this way? Copy. Paste. How long? Oh, 30 minutes? There's no way. I can't get to it all. We're going to have to push Archcast off for a few days. Sorry. If you want anything good, you got to rewind in the program and watch us watching Cumtown's fucking weirdly ultra racist bullshit. God damn it. There's some Thor stuff, but I'm not going to make it to that either. Yeah, man. Fuck this guy. Sketchy getting warned for spam. Okay. And wrapping it up. Folks, I hope you had a good time. I do got to get out of here. I'm fucking hungry. I need to eat. I have chai cheesecake waiting for me, which is... sounds pretty good. I think I've also got to do some... I've got to do some fucking grouting. And I've got to drill a hole. I got to drill a hole in my attic. Fucking don't want to do that either. God damn, I don't want to do that either. I got tons of shit to do. So I'm going to be getting out of here. All right. Let me put on the... There we go. Tyler, you missed my super chat? Oh, I'm sorry. Where were you? $10. Fuck. Hold on. Yeah, let me double up on super chats real quick. I was spitting. I was actually fucking irritated as shit by that guy. How do I do this? Live. Check out the current live. Doing pretty solid on fucking dropped frames. Only 10K in fucking 4 hours. Fan funding. What do we got here? What do we got here? Isaac SN with the $2. I wish people stopped calling LLMs AI. True. I wish they stopped calling every fucking algorithm that exists AI. Phil Tippett the GOAT, base Phil Tippett. Yokai Lover, $5. AI couldn't make something like Emperor Tomato Ketchup or Eraserhead because AI only imitates images and not the reason why. That's fucking fact. White Wolf, $9.99. He looks like a mixture of South Park Canadians and a Lego guy with a head as empty as one. Facts. And Jet Gold with the $40 earlier. Thank you very much. Boncho, Beberoni, welcome. Uncle Iroll, thank you for the 10 gifted super chats. Still, unfortunately, not quite enough for little dude. I always love dogging people for their nationality when they look like me, because I know it bugs them. I know it fucking drives them fucking crazy. Everybody else doesn't give a fuck. Oh man, but it's a fucking blast to dog on white Canadians for being Canadian, with all due respect. Just leave. Why would I leave? And the First Nation people are like, I'm just taking a piss. Look, if you're Canadian or whatever, I'm just fucking around, alright? I like you guys. You okay? Hey. Aaron Arrow gifted 10. Fifth gift says, oh, look at him. There he is. Yeah. Yes. Dude, did you see him pop? Dude, he popped up. Yes, Cake Sweet Cheeks. You're asleep, but do you know what time it is, buddy? Can you see his butt? He's been sleeping right there the entire time. What's up? Hey, I'm waking you up. Are you okay? Are you okay to be woke up? Oh. What's this? What's that? It's Treatos! Yeah! Treat meter filled, we're a bond with the mostest. Hey, right here. Oh! You figured it out. There you go! Yeah, buddy butt. I'm gonna steal that fluff. Summer, so he's molting. Yeah. Hi, Bug. Does Bug get a treat too? You're not a bunny. You are not a bunny. But you want a treat? You want a treat? You're a snooper. There he is. Twice I want a treat. I want a treat. I want a Cheeto. I want a Cheeto. Go get Bug. Boss. Any of that left for me? No. Right back to where he was. Folks, I hope you had a good show today. You have been watching Westside Tyler Live. I've been Westside Tyler Bell. Join the Discord and vote in the poll that I made so that if we get to 100, I'll be playing Peak on stream with some people. And if not, I might still just be playing Peak on stream with some people. I don't know. Probably going to be streaming some this weekend, so keep an eye out for that. We're going to be doing some upgrades as things go, and that's pretty much it, man. Thanks to everybody who donated. Thanks to everybody who came in, hung out, and had a good time. But I got to get out of here. And until next time, as always, stay safe out there.